on the Rogues Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Bryan Welch. It is a windy evening at the ballpark. It's game 2 and 3 between the Redmond Dudes and the Medford Rogues. Hi everybody, my name is Bryan Welch of the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. It's game 2 of 3 between the Redmond Dudes and the Medford Rogues. Medford taking game 1 last night, 12-2 against the Redmond Dudes. And this Rogue squad finding ways to capitalize offensively. And the Rogues picked up their 4th win of 2026 last night. A very impressive performance against the Redmond Dudes. The Rogues, after the Dudes scored 2 runs, the top half of inning number 1, Rogues answered back with 2 runs themselves. In the first 3 innings, the Rogues played at not 1 but 5 runs, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and also once in the home half of inning number 3. And also it was a big night for the ball at the ballpark for the young man from Delta College. Bo Blake went yard not once but twice. Let's go back in the time machine to last night. 0-2 pitch, hits down the air, sky high in the left field, going back as Pham at the track. It is gone! Bo Blake leaves the yard. It's a 3-2 lead for the Rogues. 1-2-1 pitch, hits down the air, deep shot, deep left field. Pham looks up at the track, runs out of room. 2-run blast for Bo Blake, his 2nd home run of the night. It was a very special night for Bo Blake at the dish. 2 home runs. That 2nd home run was a part of a 5-run inning for the Medford Rogues, and Medford ran away with it last night. It was a 12-2 victory. Medford looking for the series victory tonight against the Redmond Dudes. It is first responders night at the ballpark, but also it is, and we're going to have a Mercy Flight helicopter fly over during the national anthem, so keep your eyes to the sky for that one on this Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Wind still blowing into the ballpark. It's going to be a very chilly one if you're heading out to Harry and David Field. Layer up and get a sweatshirt and wear jeans tonight. It's going to be a chilly one here at the ballpark. On the hill last night, the Rogues were pretty fun to watch. They were throwing a lot. They were throwing gas, as the kids say. How about Dylan Finelli going to 5 1/3 innings on the hill? Did strike out 4 Dudes batters. Wyatt Green and Des Rouse combined for 7 strikeouts themselves. Wyatt Green struck out 4 Dudes batters, and Des Rouse struck out 3 batters with 2 innings on the hill. Wyatt Green went an inning and 2/3 on the hill as well. And Medford right now playing some good baseball in this early part of 2026. It is a acting head coach for tonight. It is the head coach Kevin Olmstead, not here tonight due to a wedding. He'll be back here tomorrow. But it is Nick Berger, first-year pitching coach, will be acting as head coach tonight for the Medford Rogues. So Monty Spence will be over at first base, and running the offense from the third base coach's box is Jacob Seitz. And Redmond 1-2 on this 2026 campaign. Let's take a look at the opposition. The Dudes last night did record 7 hits, but they had 3 errors during that whole entire evening last night for the first fireworks game of 2026. And talking with the head coach of the Redmond Dudes, Ben Rydell, during their batting practice, he talked about did not adjust well in the early going in yesterday's contest, and it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. He also did bring up, got to add runs early. They had opportunities to get runners across, but it was Dylan Finelli who shut them down. The former Redmond Dude himself had a couple of 1-2-3 innings. Technically, he had 4 1-2-3 innings in the 3rd, the 4th, and in the top half of inning number 6, able to shut the door on the Redmond Dudes. Time to look at that pitching matchup before we get you going with the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Going for the Redmond Dudes, it is Cody O'Donnell. And O'Donnell works with a 3-pitch mix, works with that fastball, slider, and that changeup. And going for the Rogues, it is Herman Luna, gets his 2nd start of 2026. Last time out, 6 innings on the hill. Did give up 6 hits, 2 runs. Did not walk anybody or struck out. Did not strike out anybody. Herman Luna works with that 5-pitch mix, works with that fastball, slider, cutter, and that changeup. I'd like to welcome you once again to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. I was able to sit down with a guy who went yard twice last night, Bo Blake. Plus, we go one-on-one with assistant coach Monty Spence. That's all coming up right after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. Beautiful evening for baseball for First Responders Night at the ballpark. We might get the fire chief on. We don't know who will be our guest, but we'll have a guest on throughout the whole entire evening. Game 2 of 3 between Redmond and Medford coming up right after this. Keep it locked in on the Rogues Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Welcome back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues Player Spotlight, and today's guest is somebody who hit 2 home runs last night, Bo Blake. Bo, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, my friend. You grew up in Houston, California, in between Modesto and Turlock. Very small town, I guess, in the North Valley of California, right?
Yep. Super small.
So how would you describe living in Houston?
Well, I live in Turlock, and then I transferred from Turlock Christian to Houston schools, and I just made a small commute to Houston. It was only about 10 minutes. It was good. I had a lot of buddies who played there already, so it was good. I was familiar with the coach and all that, so it was great.
And you growing up in the North Valley, I bet you went to a lot of Modesto Nuts games, right?
I did, yeah. When I was little, we'd go a good amount, yeah.
And this is your first year in a Medford Rogues uniform. Last night you hit not 1 but 2 home runs. Take me through both those at-bats.
I was on time. I was just looking for a heater, and both times they just missed over the plate, and I got out in front and was able to elevate and put a good swing on it. So, yeah.
And this is your first year in the Rogue Valley. How did you get to be a part of the Medford Rogues?
So I played against the Rogues last year on the Stockton Pearls. We came here, played a few games. I did well, and Kevin was talking to me, during and after some of the games, and just offered me the opportunity to come out and play. So we kind of stayed in touch over the season and decided to come out here. It's been great.
You go to school at Delta College. You play with Sammy Rivas, former Medford Rogue.
Yep.
What's it like being a Mustang at Delta College?
Oh, it's awesome. It was a great decision. Super fun. We were blessed, a lot of success, and yeah, I'm excited to go back this year, second year.
And you being a California guy, you're a big In-N-Out guy?
Oh, yeah. We go to In-N-Out all the time after football games, baseball games. It was awesome, yeah.
And this being your first year with the Medford Rogues, what's the one thing that excites you about this team?
I think we have really good team chemistry. We get along. A lot of the guys, we have fun on off days, go fish, go bowl, go golf and all that. So I think we have great team chemistry and just a great group of guys.
So what are we doing up here in the Rogue Valley? Are we fishing? Are we golfing?
Yeah, just yesterday morning we went fished the lake, and yeah, didn't catch anything, but still fun getting out there with the guys. Got in the water for a little bit, so yeah, fishing, golfing. We get free golf, so It's pretty nice. Golf garage is sick on Mondays, so yeah, like going there.
So you talked about the fishing trips. Who's a part of these fishing expeditions? I bet Jonathan Walsh is, right?
Jonathan Walsh didn't go last time, but he is definitely going to be coming next time. Yeah, it was just like 6 of us. Yeah, it's fun.
So what were you using? What type of line were you using? And then what was your brand of your fishing pole?
I use a SLX DC. We actually have a boat back home. We just recently got a bass boat, so we go out all the time. I'm definitely missing that. But yeah, it was a SLX DC. And then I was just throwing a wacky rig, but fortunately didn't catch anything.
And touching on about the lures, what are you doing? Are you just using, what are you using, worms? What were you using?
Yeah, yesterday I was using a worm. Wasn't really, I was getting bit by some bluegill, but no bass. And then went over to a crankbait. Didn't get anything. Got snagged a lot, but I actually a couple of us had to get in the water and unsnag our hooks. So that was fun. That was an experience. It was fun.
You touched on this a little bit ago about you playing for the Stockton Pearls, so you know a lot of the Pacific Empire environments, Healdsburg, here in Medford. What makes the Pacific Empire League one of the best leagues on the West Coast in your eyes?
It's where a lot of the talent goes. Like you talked about the Prune Packers, they have just studs from everywhere, SEC, big schools, You're going to go and face like the Friday guy at wherever, some big school. So it's really competitive, a lot of talent. Humboldt Crabs, a lot of talent there too. So it's just a very competitive league. A lot of good talent.
Bo is right. We're doing this interview right before first pitch. You're gonna go to the gas station. What's that one thing you're gonna get at the gas station?
I'm getting that frazzle, dude. Yesterday we went and they had free frazzles. So a couple of us, Walsh, Tristan, we got some frazzles. Definitely going back right now and getting one before the game.
Any certain flavor?
Yeah, pina colada. They had pina colada like energy slushies, so we're going back right now and getting another.
You want to give a shout to anybody?
Shout out Coach Kevin for he was thinking about my swing the night before the game, and we talked about it before the game, before first pitch, and kind of told me to keep my hands or load my scat more like by my head, and it worked. So shout out Kevin for thinking about me.
What about your mom and dad?
Shout out mom and dad too. They were watching the game. They were excited. Blew up the family group chat after the game, so that was sick. So shout out mom and dad.
That's good to hear, my friend. Bo, always a pleasure, my friend. Go enjoy that frazzle, and good luck out there tonight. And have a great summer, all right?
Thank you, I will.
That is our Rogues Player Spotlight, Bo Blake from Delta College, and we come right back after this. We go one-on-one with assistant coach Monty Spence. Game 2 of 3 between the Redmond Dudes and the Medford Rogues coming up right after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We're getting closer to first pitch between the Redmond and Medford. Game 2 of 3. It's time to go one-on-one with assistant coach Monty Spence. Monty, how are you?
I'm doing good. Brian, how are you?
I'm doing well, my friend. Year number 2 for both of us in the organization. You worked with the Synergy last year. Now you're assistant coach. A lot of things have happened since the last series in July. You got married. What's going on?
Yeah, I got married August 8th. It's been a blast. Addie and I have been super busy, and we're having a ton of fun.
And you just wrapped up your final year at Eastern Oregon. You'll be working at OIT, kind of a little bit of the conference rivalry there?
Yeah, a little bit of conference rivalry. It's going to be a blast. I love Coach Walk. I love what they got going on in Clement Falls, and I'm super excited to get down there in August and get to work.
You're an assistant coach this year, but you get a chance to work with the Synergy system. For those that do not know about what the Synergy system is, can you please explain that?
Yeah, Synergy is practically a recruiting tool where we have 6 cameras kind of running all at the same time, and they kind of use the box scores, and they watch each pitch, and they're able to track each play, and it's a good tool for the players to help them get recruited and a good tool for us to help us scout our future opponents.
And we were talking about this before we hit the record button about this and the difference from year 1 to year 2. I bet a very easier transition in year 2 with the Synergy.
Yeah, a lot easier. I didn't have to watch the 2-hour tutorial. And then, overall, the entire transition's been a lot easier. I was here in May working for Jeff and working for Kev. This will be my 3rd year working for Kev. It's been a lot easier to transition, a lot more responsibilities, and a ton of fun.
And you worked for Kevin Olmstead even before with the Rogues. You worked with him with the Grants Pass Nuggets, so you know what Kevin Olmstead is like. Is it kind of like you guys are on the same wavelength during the games?
Yeah, I would say we're on the same wavelength. I'd say I know what he expects and what he's looking for, and I think it's kind of obviously one coach can't see everything that's going on, and so it helps to have another set of eyes that kind of wants to see the same thing happen with the same set of
Sorry to cut that interview short with assistant coach Monty Spencer. About ready for first pitch between the Redmond Dudes and the Medford Rogues. Game 2 of 3 for First Responders Night at the ballpark. My name is Bryan Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It's going to be that starting lineup for the Redmond Dudes, led by head coach Ben Rydell. The Dudes are 1-2 in this 2026 campaign. Ben lead off is the shortstop Julian Ane. In the 2 spot is the DH man Marvin Yu. And the 3 hole is the third baseman Lucas Coma. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman Indy Anderson. Batting in the 5 spot is the right fielder Ethan Keene. The center fielder is the 6 hitter Eddie Coons. And the 7 spot is the left fielder Austin Anderson. Batting in the 8 hole is the center fielder, the catcher I should say, Nolan Malloy. And the second baseman Xavier Espandola is in the 9 spot. It's Janae, Yu, Coma, Anderson, Keene, Coons, Anderson, Maroy, and Espandola. Herman Luna, the starting pitcher for the Medford Rogues, second start of 2026, went 6 innings last time out against the Seattle Studs, and he faces the Redmond Dudes in Game 2 of this 3-game set. Pull up your favorite chair. Medford Rogues baseball is on the air on a windy and chilly evening in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies overhead. A lot of clouds off in the distance, and the first pitch from Herman Luna, ground ball to left side, gobbled up by Nolan Donovan, the third baseman, the throw to first base, in time for out number 1. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. We're underway at 6:32 p.m. on this beautiful Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. We'll have our special guest who will be joining us in the home half of inning number 1. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the DH man, Marvin Yu. Scoreless between Redmond and Medford. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Only 2 runs scored in yesterday's affair for Redmond was in the top of this first inning. First pitch fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1. And calling the balls and strikes tonight for the first time in 2026 is Brandon Dollarhide. A.J. Herbold is at first base. Strike 1 pitch pours in for the strike on the inside third. Quickly in the hole 0-2 is Marvin Yu. And Dave Purcell is at third base. Quickly 0-2 in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. You down on strikes. Quickly 2 down in the top of 1. 2 up and 2 down. Base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Lucas Coma. And Herman Luna making quick work of this Redmond Dudes batting order. Redmond wearing the red jerseys, gray pants. Rogues rocking the black jerseys and the white pants for this Saturday evening affair. Infield playing deep around the horn. We'll give you that defense after the first pitch from Herman Luna. First pitch, hits that in the air. Left field tracking it down is Jonathan Walsh. Calling everybody off. Makes the one-hand grab for out number 3. And the side comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3, go the Redmond Dudes. We head to the home first right after this. Redmond nothing. Medford coming up. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
Beautiful evening at the ballpark for First Responders Night. We head to the home half of inning number 1 from Harry and David Field. Let's give you that starting lineup for the Medford Rogues, led by acting head coach Nick Berger. Batting lead off is the left fielder Jonathan Walsh, and the 2 spot is the first baseman Larsen Koester. The 3 spot hitter is Anthony Thomas Jr. The cleanup man is Chris Ortiz. Batting in the 5 spot is the center fielder Evan Saito. In the 6 hole is the second baseman Daniel Behrmann. The shortstop Bo Blake is the 7 hitter. The third baseman Nolan Donovan is at third base tonight. He's going to be in the 8 hole, and Diego Grabiel is patrolling right field tonight, and he is batting 9th. Starting pitcher for the Redmond Dudes, it is Cody O'Donnell, and O'Donnell works with a 3-pitch mix of a fastball, slider, and a changeup. It's going to be very fun to see what's going to transpire on this Saturday evening. So it's Walsh, Koester, Thomas Jr., Ortiz, Saito, Behrmann, Blake, Donovan, and Grabiel. It is First Responders Night at Harry and David Field. And hey, we got to get the fire chief on right now for the city of Medford. Eric Thompson joins us. Chief, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having us. What a great opportunity to come out and watch some awesome community baseball, and just very appreciative of our community. Our community always shows tremendous support to all the first responders, and just want to say thank you.
First pitch slider finds the upper third, strike 1. Thank you for coming out. I mean, we've got a couple of fire trucks out here. We got a couple of the police cars out in front of the ballpark. It's probably this, as Dave May says, it's the safest night. It's probably the safest place in Medford right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have law enforcement, we have Mercy Flights ambulance, and we have fire. So we're definitely ready. Let's just hope we don't have to use any resources. Just enjoy a great night of baseball.
Jonathan Walsh at the dish, a .333 hitter in 2026. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. O'Donnell with that fastball and that slider. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Redmond Dudes. Early going in the home first. No balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Fastball, chopper to the right side. Espandola, the second baseman, with a Lloyd pop throw to first base in time for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's Larsen Koester. No score between Redmond and Medford for the Game 2 of this 3-game set. It was a dominating win yesterday for the Rogues, a 12-2 victory against the Redmond Dudes. And the Rogues had a big inning in that home half of inning number 1 last night, putting up a 2 spot. But those 2 runs paid dividends throughout the whole entire evening, and also foreshadowed how the night went for the Rogues yesterday evening. First pitch to the lefty, Larsen Koester. First pitch fastball misses up and in, ball 1. And we were talking about this, Chief, before we got you on the air, that your son plays for the Medford Mustangs,
He
right?
does. Yeah, first year, just finished his sophomore year, going to junior year. He's a Black Tornado in North Medford, and he was able to get on the roster this year with the Mustangs. Very exciting. We were just here a couple nights ago.
1-0 pitch misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Koester at the dish. And Koester this season, a 143 hitter, does have 1 triple to his credit so far in 2026. Had 2 balls and no strikes. O'Donnell works from the first base side of the rubber. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs and in. Ball 3. And from a fan perspective and also a parent's perspective, the American Legion State Tournament's going to be hosted here, and as well as the regional at Harry and David Field come late July and early August. That's probably big from a parent perspective as well.
It's huge. I mean, anytime we can play locally, it's amazing, and just having that opportunity to play in our own backyard, it's tremendous.
3 balls and a strike to Larsen Koester. Anthony Thomas Jr. waits on deck. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Dudes. Center fielder Coons starting to close in a bit. 3-1 pitch, broken bat in the air, right field, tracking it down is Anderson, the first baseman, in foul territory, and he can't make the play. So Larsen Koester hits that ball, breaks the bat, and Anderson, the first baseman, can't make the play. So that's an E3. So officially an error already in the home first. You're a baseball fan right there. I mean, when you see firewood, as the team calls it, going your way, you had to kind of duck and run, right?
Absolutely. Get out of the way. Luckily, didn't go close to the pitcher, but that was pretty amazing. Wood flew a long way on that one.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes currently. And Larsen Koester has to get himself a bat. He's going to spray some pine tar on that third base side. And Larsen Koester, a big Kansas Jayhawk fan. I bet the Super Regionals have been on in your house.
They
there,
are.
Chief?
They're on right now. I believe the house is watching the Oregon Duck game.
Well, Duck fan, I presume.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
in general, just a baseball fan.
In general, a baseball
yes.
fan.
I just like to see good baseball, good competition.
That's a good answer, because over to the left of us, there's a lot of Beaver fans.
I know. I got to be careful. I got to be very careful. I don't want to need the law enforcement escort when I leave tonight.
3-2 pitch misses outside of a breaking ball. Koester takes first. 1-out walk for the Rogues. And their first base runner on this evening, talking with the fire chief of Medford, Eric Thompson, on the Rogue Streaming Network. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Anthony Thomas Jr. Scoreless between Redmond and Medford. And you threw out the first pitch today. I mean, that was a beautiful first pitch there, my friend.
Well, thank you. I warmed. They let me warm up. Threw a bullpen beforehand. I'm not really sure what the velo is. Probably not as impressive as what we're seeing.
Probably in the 40s.
Yeah, probably, maybe. Oh, come on, man. Surely it was close to 60.
No, I mean,
maybe
60, 70, 67. First pitch slider finds the outside corner, strike 1 to Anthony Thomas Jr. And Anthony Thomas Jr. this season, a .222 hitter at the dish, does have 4 runs batted in so far in the early part of 2026.
Yeah, the sheriff and I were in competition. We were just trying not to hit the backstop and actually hit the glove.
Yeah. Strike 1 pitch, fouls it off to the screen, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes is Anthony Thomas Jr. Anthony's going to be going to Cal State Dominguez Hills come the fall to pursue his academic and athletic career in the CCAA. Throw to first base, chases back Larsen Koester. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Thomas Jr. Chris Ortiz waits on deck. We are in the home first. Anderson, the first baseman, holding the runner. And the pitch from Modano. Swing and a miss on the slider, and Thomas Jr.'s down on strikes. Quickly give it the defense is backing up the starter, Cody O'Donnell. Around the horn from third to first, it is Coma, Ine, Espandola, and Anderson. In the outfield from left to right for the Dudes, it's Anderson, Coons, and Keene. And Malloy is catching tonight for the Redmond Dudes. 1-2 on this 2026 campaign. The Dudes pitching staff struggled after the starter of A.J. Knorr, who got the start yesterday, only lasted an inning. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's Chris Ortiz. Scoreless between Redmond and Medford. First pitch breaking ball. Misses upstairs. 1 ball. No strikes. Chris Ortiz, a returner from last year. Gonna try to find a way to drive in his teammate Larsen Koester home. Ortiz, a .455 hitter. Was over 500 yesterday. Been swinging the lumber pretty well so far. 1-0 pitch. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1. We are with Eric Thompson, the fire chief of Medford. Always a pleasure to have everybody from the first responders. Mercy Flight might be joining us as well on the broadcast. And also, might get your counterpart. Might get Sheriff. Might get Sheriff Sickler on here as well. 1-1. Breaking ball turns away as Chris Ortiz. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I don't think he's shy. I think he would. I think he would be glad to come up and visit.
Is there a softball league?
Well, we were just talking about that before the first pitch, and I said, we really need to put a game together, maybe Law versus Fire.
2-1, fastball misses outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Go ahead, my friend.
Hopefully we won't have too many pulled hamstrings or any injuries, but it sure would be fun. I think it would be fun to come out here and play some competition.
And probably play here at Harry and David.
Absolutely. What a perfect place to do it.
You have the stands, and it'd be a great charity event for the community. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fastball misses upstairs. Ball 4. Chris Ortiz takes first, puts runners at first and second. Second walk issued by the starter, Cody O'Donnell, puts 2 on and 2 outs in the home first. Here's the 5-0 hitter, Evan Saito. And right now, if you're the Rogues, you're going to capitalize. And if you're Medford, this is a crucial inning right now to set the tone for the evening.
Yeah, it might be a good opportunity to maybe come out and do a game before next year's first responder game.
Okay.
Maybe have a game before the game, maybe.
Well,
never know.
that was. Hey, we got to talk with Dave May about that. Hey, you sell some tickets and you get a chance. All goes to charity, like fill the boot.
That would be amazing.
Exactly.
Fill the stands, sold out crowd.
That's right. Even before batting practice, first pitch to Evan Saito, misses upstairs, ball 1. Saito at the dish this season, a .267 hitter. Does have 5 RBIs to his credit in a Medford Rogues uniform. Larsen Koester at second base, Chris Ortiz at first. Infield starting to shade to the left for the Redmond Dudes. The shortstop Yune close to the lip in left center. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, breaking ball finds that upper third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind is blowing into the ballpark on this Saturday evening. Jacob Seitz coaching over at third base. Monty Spence at first base. Jacob running the offense tonight when head coach Kevin Olmstead is enjoying himself at a wedding. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch from O'Donnell. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's 325 down the line and left and right field, 400 in straightaway center. The wind still a big factor. A little bit yesterday, it was a little bit sharper than usual, a little bit more of a bite in the air. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Donnell glances over at Koester at second base, and the pitch, 1-2. Splintered foul to that first base side. Watch out in the dugout. All the Redmond Dudes on that first base side had to duck out of the way. At least the ambulance is
That was close.
here.
It's close by. Right. Let's try not to need it.
Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Evan Seidel. Daniel Behrmann waits on deck. We are in the home first.
Yeah, that wind's blowing pretty hard.
It's always blowing here, Chief. It's always a ripping good time at Harry and David Field with the wind.
That's right.
1-2 pitch. Popped foul. Screams over our heads.
Yep, back in the parking lot.
Well, somebody from Mercy Flight or one of your firefighters might get a souvenir. I know saw some of your firefighters running around on the concourse.
Oh, yeah, they're loving it. They're watching a game, having a hot dog, enjoying a good night.
Wind is still blowing strongly into the ballpark on this Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes, Evan Saito.
Then we had the nice flyover.
That's right.
Mercy Flights.
1-2, slider misses downstairs and out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that was pretty cool. They were timing it up during the national anthem, and the helicopter flew over. I thought the helicopter was going to fly from north to south, but it flew from the south to the north.
Yep, they flew into the wind.
Deuces wild with runners at first and second. Koester at second base. Ortiz at first. A 2-2 home. Ground ball pulled to the left side. Kama takes it on a hop, steps on the bag at third base, and forces out Koester at third. No runs, no hits, 1 error. I'm actually going to say foul ball, actually. My apologies. Late decision there by home plate umpire Brandon Dollarhide. We keep it going. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Another chance.
Evan Saito has had his moment so far. In 2026, his teammates call him Taco. Torrance, California native, playing at CSUN out of the Big West Conference. His college teammate Daniel Behrmann waits on deck. Ortiz at first, Koester at second base. Can definitely feel you're going to get the green light with 2 strikes and 2 outs. 2-2 home. 2-2, breaking ball misses inside, and the count fills. You can definitely feel this might be the biggest moment of the game so far. I'm saying that in the home first, but how the Rogues have played so far, you just got to get 1 run across, and the avalanche can happen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Runner goes. Fastball escapes away from the catcher, Malloy. And runners will advance to, actually, Chris Ortiz, Larsen Koester wanted to go all the way home. But Evan Saito draws a walk. So the 3rd walk issued by the starter, Cody O'Donnell. So bases loaded, 2 outs. We are in the home first. Scoreless between Redmond and Medford. We are with Eric Thompson, the fire chief for the city of Medford. And this is going to be a conversation on the hill with the Redmond pitching staff. And this pause the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Forgot to talk about the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Very busy evening in the PEL. As that conversation concludes, It is the Solano Mudcats taking care of business at the Stockton Pearls. 18-7 today down the road in Fairfield. The Bay Area Marauders have a 1-0 lead against the Healdsburg Prune Packers in the top half of inning number 4 from Rec Park in Northern California. Humboldt leading 3-0 against the South Bay Storm. This getting going in the home first. And the AE Express and the Lincoln Potters about to get underway from McBean Park. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's Daniel Behrmann. Third walk issued by the starter, Cody O'Donnell. And the question is, what can the Rogues do offensively? First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1.
Definitely got an opportunity here.
Is that the baseball dad talking?
It is. It's time to get the momentum going, advance the runners.
Can't trade an out for a run with 2 outs, but regardless, you want to keep the offense moving, or that pitch misses. Finds the out or third, strike 2. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Daniel Behrmann. Behrmann this season for the Rogues, a 600 hitter so far this season.
It's pretty impressive.
That's right. He's having a good summer so far in the Rogue Valley. No balls, 2 strikes. O'Donnell waits, and the pitch. 0-2. Has to get out of the way of that one. Misses inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Larsen Koester at third base. He's there due to a walk. Chris Ortiz at second base due to a walk as well. Saito at first base. Let's see how aggressive Medford gets with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, and the pitch from O'Donnell. 1-2 off the end of the bat, trying to track that one down. Espandola going to bobble it, trying to make the play. Underhand throw, and the play is not in time. The first baseman, Anderson, stepped off the bag. It's an RBI single for Daniel Behrmann, and Medford strikes first. 1-0 Rogues.
You never know. That's why you hustle. And he did a great job hustling down to get on the first base.
You always hear in Little League, you think about you have to run all the way to first base. And a critical play there. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Station to station goes Medford. All of 2 outs. Medford trying to capitalize on the misfortune of the starter, Cody O'Donnell. You can definitely feel the hot water boiling up on the starter this evening. So Ortiz at third, Saito at second, Behrmann at first. They're going to say officially that is going to be an error, so the second error recorded. Just a little bit frustrating for the first baseman, Anderson. You feel for him. Trying to make the play. The ball slipped out of his first baseman's mitt. Trying to make a play off from the second baseman, Espandola. With that lollipop throw, that kind of went a little bit awry, maybe because of the wind. No balls and a strike. To Bo Blake. Hammers it foul down that third base side, quickly in the hole, 0-2. You heard from him during our Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. He was our Rogues Player Spotlight. Great conversation with the Hudson native in between Turlock and Modesto, California, one of the smaller communities in the North Valley. Actually, Hudson plays a team called the Linden Lions. Know who went to Linden High School there, Chief?
I don't.
Aaron Judge.
Oh. Nice.
No balls and 2 strikes, Bo in the hole. The 0-2 pitch, fastball elevated, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Guess I should have known that.
Well, I mean, all rise for the Judge. I went to Fresno State.
Okay.
So you always think about, you walk the halls that Aaron Judge walked.
That's pretty cool.
On campus. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bo Blake at the dish, 2 home runs so far. Leads the team in home runs this early part of 2026. 1-2. Breaking ball misses. Inside, and the count goes square at 2. And Bo Blake this season, a .250 hitter, does have 3 RBIs to his credit so far in 2026. Deuce is wild. O'Donnell waits, and the pitch. Chops it foul to the third base side. Will do it again. And you heard in that interview with Bo, he was talking about the frazzle. Have you ever had the frazzle slurping kind of thing, Chief?
No.
It's Jonathan Walsh and Bo Blake. They get that before every game. And they said, we got that yesterday, and we did really well. We got to keep it going. You know how baseball players are superstitious.
That's right.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, the 2-2. Chopper to the left side. The shortstop picks it up on the run. The throw to first base, and the throw's on the money for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 1 run comes across, and there's 2 errors recorded in this home half of inning number 1. But Medford leads early after 1 in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, Redmond nothing. Second inning coming up right after this. We'll keep the Chief on right here on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogren-CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogren-CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogren-CN Medford Airport at rogrencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's a 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues, top half of inning number 2. Game 2 of this 3-game set between the Redmond Dudes and your Medford Rogues. Alongside the Fire Chief of Medford, Eric Thompson. My name is Bryan Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. BG going to the press box as well. Herman Luna getting ready to take on the middle of the order for the Redmond Dudes. And he faces Indy Anderson, followed by Ethan Keene and Eddie Coons. And Herman Luna sent the Dudes in order 1, 2, 3, a very quick pace on the hill for the Corcoran, California native. I know his family's listening back in the San Joaquin Valley, California. First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Indy Anderson at the dish, the cleanup hitter. He was the cleanup hitter yesterday. Did have an RBI single in that 2-run frame for the Dudes back in the first yesterday. Strike 1 pitch, hits that in the air over the head of the shortstop, Bo Blake, and it parachutes in the left center for a leadoff single to begin the second. So a leadoff base runner aboard for the Redmond Dudes. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the 5-hitter, Ethan Keene. Medford 1, Redmond nothing. We are on the road second, and we are with Eric Thompson, the Fire Chief for the city of Medford. And we are in the month of June, and right around the corner is America's birthday, 250th year of this country's existence, and also, more importantly, a lot of fireworks going to be happening on July 4th. Anything that the general public should know about, fires-wise?
Yeah, we just want everybody to be safe and be careful. It is very dry this year. We're in a drought, and it's real. And so, I just ask for the community's help on.
What a play right there! Daniel Behrmann lunging there, makes the play. How about that for Daniel Behrmann?
That was beautiful. Just stretched out, hard hit ball, and he put it down. What a great job.
And how about Daniel Behrmann lunging like Superman at second base? He turned a double play yesterday, and he makes it look easy. Quickly 1 out in the road second. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Eddie Coons. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the Redmond Dudes. We are in the top of 2. First offering to the righty. Scores for a bunt. Fouls it back. Chris Ortiz wanted to track that one down, but he took the mask off and said, I'm not going to chase it yet. Strike 1, Eddie Coons.
That would have been hard to reach.
You know what? Chris Ortiz is a very experienced catcher and a great guy, and a guy who loves cookies and milk.
Oh, nice.
He loves his chocolate milk, actually. He was telling me with Kean Sanchez, his college teammate from Stanislaus State, they got a cookie tote from McDonald's. Quick throw to first base, chases back Indy Anderson, headed for a slide for Anderson. But the cookie tote is a baker's dozen. 13 for those that do not know what a baker's dozen is. And Chris Ortiz put them all away. Put the cookies.
I tell you, that second baseman just earned cookies toad with that play.
Strike one pitch, misses down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know, and the cookies might be catching on with the whole entire Rogues team. Definitely with Dylan Finelli, who likes drinking milk but has not liked the cookies. The thing is, Kean Sanchez was saying after the 6th cookie he ate, he's like, I don't feel so good. Why? Chris Ortiz is putting him away. 1-1. Chopper to the left side. Takes it on a hop as Bo Blake underhands it a second for 1. The throw to first, and the throw is not dug out in time. Eddie Coons reaches on a fielder's choice. 6-4 on the force out of Anderson. Quickly 2 outs in the road second. So 1 on and 2 outs in the road second. Medford 1, Redmond nothing. Here is Austin Anderson. Game 2, this 3-game set, but Kean Sanchez was like, I don't understand how Chris Ortiz is able to put away 13 cookies in one sitting.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
First pitch misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Go ahead there, my friend.
Maybe they should have a contest.
Well, the Rogues did have a contest this week, a hot dog eating contest during Rowdy Ball. Were you there for Rowdy Ball?
I was not there. I was at work, but
runner goes, 1-0 pitch, misses downstairs, a throw to second base, and the tag is in time. Chris Ortiz guns down Eddie Coons, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, no errors. How about the Rogues playing well on first responders tonight? We'll keep Chief Thompson on the air. We head to the home second right after this. 8-9-1 due up for the Rogues. Nolan Donovan followed by Diego Grabiel. And we head back to the top of the order of Jonathan Walsh. Medford 1, Redmond nothing on First Responders Night on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. It's a 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues. Home half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. It's Nolan Donovan to lead off the inning, followed by Diego Grabiel and Jonathan Walsh. 8-9-1 due up for the Rogues. And a very fun game so far in that home half of inning number 1. Rogues getting a run across with the Daniel Behrmann RBI and reached on with an RBI and an error as well. And how about Chris Ortiz gunning down Eddie Coons at second base when he was caught stealing. And right now the Rogues trying to capitalize on the momentum. Nolan Donovan settles in for his first trip of the evening, and we are with the fire chief for Medford. It is Eric Thompson joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network, a proud father of a Medford Mustang, a team that we saw earlier this week. And the fire chief of Medford, happy to have him aboard on this beautiful Saturday evening. A little bit chilly. First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. And have you gotten your hot dog yet? Have you got any food yet, my friend?
I have. I've actually had 2 hot dogs, and so these hot dogs here are amazing.
So it's a 2-dog night.
Yeah.
Are we putting anything on it?
No, I just have them plain. It's less messy. I don't have to worry about getting it all over my clothes. The hot dogs they're a great flavor. They don't need a whole lot of help here.
So no, you're not going to put the ketchup on it?
No, I didn't.
Quickly in the hole 0-2 is Nolan Donovan. Donovan at the dish right now as we speak.
I'm a mustard guy. If I put anything on it, it would be mustard. But tonight I just had them plain. They're kind of like Lay's potato chips. You can't just have one.
0-2 misses downstairs and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think our think the boss Dave May might cut up this audio and play that during the whole entire concession stand for future games in 2026. Actually, at the grill, the bullpen grill, you can actually watch the game while you're waiting for your hot dog.
Yeah.
Actually, 1-2 pitch, curveball off the end of the bat for Nolan Donovan. Charging in as the second baseman Espindola. The easy throw to first is in time for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the right fielder, Diego Grabiel, in the 9th spot tonight. First time facing Cody O'Donnell. It's a 1-0 lead for the Medford Rogues for Game 2 of this 3-game set. Medford looking for their second series victory in this season. And we are talking with the fire chief, and it is going to be the 4th of July right around the corner. I mean, the month of June goes by in a blink of an eye. And we'll be having fireworks and got to have fire safety, and more importantly, be able to keep yourself hydrated. Like, we're going to have a lot of hot days. First pitch fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. It's a little bit trying to just keep yourself healthy throughout the whole entire summer months.
Keep healthy, drink lots of water, especially in those hot days. Try to be in a cool environment, find some shade. If you're out here at the ballpark, you want to stay hydrated. If you start feeling bad, just try to get cooled off as soon as you can. Tell somebody, and if you're around people that are elderly or maybe have some health issues, just be super vigilant and be aware and make sure that everybody's okay.
1-1 pitch fouled off behind the dish. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grabiel at the dish. The Santa Cruz native. And Grabiel this season averaging 600 at the dish.
And that's something that we do also is we're EMS first responders, so we don't just do fire. We also, every one of our personnel is EMS certified.
1-2 pitch, fastball has to lean out of the way, and the fastball escaped out in the mid of Malloy, the catcher. And we are talking with Eric Thompson, the fire chief for the city of Medford. And every kid growing up wants to be a firefighter. Where did you get that itch to be a firefighter?
I was in high school. A friend of mine talked me into being a volunteer, and after about 2 months, it was just in my system, and it quickly became a passion.
2-2 popped up in the air, third base side in foul territory. Coma trying to track that one down. That ball is just going to drop in between the catcher Malloy and Coma. So we'll do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes in the home half of inning number 2. Base is empty.
It's an amazing career. A lot of wonderful people that we get to work with, the fire service, everybody that we work with. It's another family. We're second family, and not just within our department, but all the surrounding departments too. It's an amazing community.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Diego Gabriel. Jonathan Walsh waits on deck. We are in the bottom of 2. This is a big pitch upcoming right now. The Rogues have they got 1 run across, but you definitely want to get more than 1 run across on this Saturday evening. 2-2 pitch fouled off down the third base side. Will do it again.
And all the departments around, we work together. We all have mutual aid agreements with each other, and we train together. We do a lot of pre-planning. That way, if there is a large event, then we're on the same page and we're working in unison. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to the lefty. 2-2, change up, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Grabiel down on strike, second strikeout victim for Cody O'Donnell today for the Redmond Dudes. 2 up and 2 down in the home second. Base is empty. Here's Jonathan Walsh. Medford leading 1-0 against the Redmond Dudes. And right now, this Rogue squad going in reverse offensively. Jonathan Walsh going to try to put this car into drive, the Dover, Tennessee native. Settles in for his second trip of the evening. 0 for 1 so far. I know his mom and dad and Scout and Alex are listening back in the Volunteer State. First pitch, fastball downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Jonathan Walsh grounded out to second base, back in the first. But he has been the table setter for the Rogues so far in 2026. A great addition to this Rogue squad in his first year in the Rogue Valley, enjoying the everything in the Medford area with the golfing and the fishing. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, finds the outer third of that slider. Strike 1. No shortage of things to do here in the Valley. Very nice. And there's some similarities here to Tennessee, with the trees and the rivers. And
well, the one difference is 1-1, and he's hit by the pitch. And Jonathan Walsh extends the inning. A 2-out base runner on. Jonathan Walsh hit by the pitch. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the home second. Here's the first baseman, Larsen Koester. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Game 2 of this 3-game set against the Redmond Dudes.
Probably the biggest difference he's enjoying is playing in where it's not humid.
You know what?
Lack of humidity.
Well, Jonathan's brought that up multiple times. We talked about playing in the outfield, but also he doesn't have to worry about the humidity.
Yeah.
Where he was going to school previously, there was a lot of humidity in the school he was at in Tennessee. First pitch to Larsen Koester. Inside, check swing, and he did go around on it, says the home plate umpire, Brandon Dollarhide. Strike 1 to Larsen Koester. Koester today drew a walk and scored back in the first. Larsen, a big Billy Joel fan, as a favorite artist. Quick throw to first base, chases back the runner. Jonathan Walsh gets back to the bag with a head-to-first slide. The reason why he's a Billy Joel fan is because of his dad. You a big Billy Joel fan there?
Yeah. You know, not real big. I'm a country western
Gotcha. We got to have the piano man.
Yeah,
Strike 1 pitch, bouncing away from the catcher. Malloy does not know where it's at. Jonathan Walsh might dig for 3, but he puts on the brakes at second base. And has been a disastrous evening so far for the Redmond Dudes defensively. Jonathan Walsh in scoring position, only 180 feet away from scoring. And right now, it was the catcher, Malloy. It bounced off, and he did not know where the ball was. His pitcher and his battery mate, Cody O'Donnell, was saying it's right there. So that results 1 ball and 1 strike. Koester with an RBI opportunity in the home second. 1-1. Hits down in the air, sky high into right field. Going back is a right fielder, Keene, circling to his right. And he makes the grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. Jonathan Walsh left on at second base. We played 2 in the Rogue Valley. We head to the third right after this. All Medford on First Responders Night. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Top half of inning number 3 against the Redmond Dudes. Alongside the Fire Chief, Eric Thompson, my name is Bryan Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And it is the bottom of the order due up for the Redmond Dudes. Austin Anderson leads off the inning, followed by Nolan Malloy and Xavier Espandola. And Herman Luna begins his 3rd inning on the hill. And the Chief Thompson is going to be joining. Chief Thompson's been with us since the beginning. And Chief, I know that you have to be down there with your guys. Thank you so much for coming up here and be able to talk about a little bit about fire safety.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we get Sheriff Sickler on later going.
I'll see if I can go talk him in. He might be a little sad because I think my first pitch was a little harder than his.
Ground ball to the left side, gobbled up by Bo Blake. The easy throw to first base in time. 6-3 on the ground out. 1 out, the base is empty, and it is the 8-hole hitter, Nolan Malloy. Chief, thank you so much for hopping on. You're welcome anytime, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
As the Fire Chief of the City of Medford, Eric Thompson, joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network for First Responders Night 2026 at the ballpark. And how about this? Hey, the Fire Chief, Eric Thompson, said that he had a better first pitch than the Sheriff of Jackson County. 1 out, and the base is empty. Here's the righty, Nolan Malloy. First pitch, ground ball up the middle. Picked up by the second baseman, Daniel Behrmann. He can't make the play, and it bounces away, and that's going to be a definite E4. So Nolan Malloy reaches on. Yes, sir. Thanks, Chief. Reaches on an error, so officially an E4 recorded. So that is the third error recorded in total in this game so far tonight. So 1 on and 1 out. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Xavier Espindola. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. We are on the road third. Herman Luna works on the third base side of the river. Scores for a bunt is Espindola. Comebacker Chris Ortiz picks it up. The throw to first base in time for out number 2. Espindola with the sacrifice bunt. 2-3 on the ground out. Advances Malloy to second base. And talking with head coach for the Redmond Dudes, Ben Rydell, earlier today, he talked about being able to add runs early in the game. So they're trying to be a little bit aggressive so far in this top half of inning number 3. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the road third. We head back to the top of the order to Julian Vinay. 0 for 1 so far this evening. Herman Luna waits, checks on the runner of Malloy at second base, and the pitch. Bouncing ball gets away from Chris Ortiz, does not know where the ball is, and scooting towards third is Malloy. So the tying run is only 90 feet away from scoring, and this is a big test of adversity right now for Herman Luna and this whole entire Rogues defense. It is first responders night at the ballpark. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses. Actually, check swing does not go, says the third base umpire Dave Purcell. 2 balls, no strikes. Wind is howling the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball finds the outer third. 2 balls, 1 strike. Glacier blue skies overhead. Cotton candy clouds off in the distance. There's actually a weather system that's supposed to be rolling in on Monday. 2-1 pitch, ground ball to the right side. Gobbling it up is Daniel Behrmann at second base. The throw to first in time for out number 3. And the side comes to a close. No runs, no hits, 1 error committed by the Rogues, and 1 left for the Redmond Dudes. Nolan Malloy left on at third base. We go to the home half of inning number 3 right after this. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Rogues. Anthony Thomas Jr., Chris Ortiz, and Evan Saito. Medford 1, Redmond nothing on First Responders Night on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Redmond nothing. Home half inning number 3 from Harry and David Field for First Responders Night at the ballpark. Bryan Woods with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Rogues. Anthony Thomas Jr. leads off the inning, followed by Chris Ortiz and Evan Saito. Rogues so far this evening, 1 run, no hits, 1 error in game 2 of this 3-game set. First pitch from the star, Cody O'Donnell. First pitch fouled off to the right side, strike 1. Anthony Thomas Jr. tonight, 0 for 1 so far in game 2 of the series. Cody O'Donnell works from the third base side of the rubber. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Dudes. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball off the end of the bat on the foot of Anthony Thomas Jr. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. And they're saying, Anthony Thomas Jr. saying, it was off my foot, and they're going to say that's actually an out. And now Nick Berger, pitching coach and acting head coach, going to talk with the home plate umpire, Brandon Dollarhide. And now the conference ensues. So right now the call on the field, it is an out. But Anthony Thomas Jr. saying it was off my foot. And this pause the action is brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations at Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Currently, the call on the field, does the call stand? And they're going to say it is going to be a ground out. So Anthony Thomas Jr. not happy about the call. So it is officially an out. So not the way you want to go if you are the Rogues offensively. So it is going to be officially 2-3 on the ground out. Not the way you want to go. Anthony Thomas Jr. is going to be very fired up about that call. So one out and the base is empty. Here's Chris Ortiz. We are in the bottom of 3. Ortiz, the righty, got on base in his first at-bat. First pitch swing and a miss, strike 1. So it is 2-3 on the ground out. Chris Ortiz steps out of the batter's box, walks back in. The guy who loves his chocolate chip cookies and his milk. Guy who gets that cookie tote from McDonald's with the 13 cookies. Waits for the strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. And wind has been the overlining, the storyline so far this evening, as well as last night. It's a little bit of a sharper tone in the wind. 1-1 curveball. Out in front of it is Chris Ortiz. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ortiz drew a walk and got all the way to third base, but was left stranded there. Trying to get on base for the second time tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Donnell waits, and the pitch. 1-2, curveball misses inside, and the count goes square at 2. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Dudes. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Coons, the center fielder, playing a couple of paces into left center. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2, hits it in the air. Right field drifting back as a right fielder Keen. Trying to make that play, and that ball is going to go into the corner. Rounding first, digging for 2 is Chris Ortiz. Hits on the gas to go to third base, and he coasts into the third base station. It's a 1-out stand-up triple for Chris Ortiz. And how about Chris Ortiz turning on the jets and mashing the gas pedal, and it's a critical triple with 1 out in the home half of inning number 3. So with the Rogues in scoring position now, all with 1 out in the home third. Medford trying to keep the pedal to the metal offensively. Evan Saito stands in for his second trip of the evening. Redmond closes in with the infield. First offering from O'Donnell. First pitch curveball hits him on the back, and Evan Saito's aboard for the second time tonight. First time he's been hit by a pitch today. So runners at the corners. Home half of inning number 3. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Behrmann. And right now, Medford trying to hit that pedal to the metal right now in the home half of inning number 3. Anthony Thomas Jr. grounded out to lead off the inning off his foot, and that ensues a conversation on the hill for the Redmond infield and the battery mates of O'Donnell and Malloy. And this pause the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Here's Daniel Behrmann. Settles in for his second trip of the evening, so the second time through the order facing Cody O'Donnell. Works on the third base side of the rubber. Chris Ortiz at third base, Evan Saito at first base, and the first pitch runner goes. Hits it in the air, right field drifting back is Keen. That ball is going to be foul, says the first base umpire, Andrew Herbold. I thought it was going to be fair, but it's strike one, a very loud strike one. Rogues right now trying to capitalize offensively. And we actually, we had the fire chief join us early. We're going to have the sheriff of Jackson County join us a little bit, join us in the next inning. We are in the home third. Game 2 of 3 between the Redmond Dudes and the Medford Rogues. First responders night at the ballpark. Medford can definitely trade it out for a run. Throw to first base, chases back the runner. Evan Saito gets back to the bag of a head-first slide. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Throws it back over to first base, slides back to the bag of a head-first slide as Evan Saito. So runners at the corners, still no balls and 1 strike. Daniel Behrmann at the dish, drove in the first run of the evening. Got aboard with an RBI, and with the error in the fiasco of a first inning for the Redmond staff. Runner goes, strike 1 pitch, misses upstairs, and a pump fake from the catcher Malloy lets Evan Saito scamper to second base, puts runners at second and third, and this is a big opportunity for the Rogues to capitalize. Daniel Behrmann so far this season. Behrmann with the RBIs has 3 RBIs so far, trying to get RBI 4 and 5 this evening. Infield closed in for the Redmond Dudes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball, hits it in the air. Center field, Coons, the center fielder, drifting back, makes the grab. Tagging from third base is Chris Ortiz, and the relay throw will not get there. A sac fly off the bat of Daniel Behrmann makes it a 2-0 lead for Medford. So Medford 2, Redmond nothing. 2 outs and a runner at first base. Here is Bo Blake, 0 for 1 so far this evening.
Now batting the shortstop, number 32, Bo Blake.
You talk about the game of baseball, traded out for a run. Got to get runs across, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday about didn't feel the lead was in good hands and safe until that 8th inning when the Rogues put up a 5 spot, but right now the Rogues pretty content right now offensively. Here's Bo Blake for his second trip of the evening. O'Donnell's first pitch home, fastball, misses upstairs, ball 1. Bo Blake rented out to close out the first inning to the shortstop, Binet. Our Rogues player spotlight for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Great conversation with him. Talking about his one thing he likes to get at the gas station, the Frazzle Slurpee stuff. 1-0 pitch, misses downstairs, ball 2. It is a difference like a Slurpee or an Icy, but it's a difference like another brand. It's like a slushy puppy for those who have had a lot of slushies. I've had a lot of slushies in my life. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Redmond Dudes. Wind still howling on this Saturday evening. Bo Blake ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Saito at second base, gets back over to first base, and he was hit and he's going to stumbled a bit at second base. And Saito takes off the helmet, trying to catch his breath. The throw over to second base, it was tangled up with the second baseman, Espindola, and Evan Saito is going to try to walk that out. The athletic trainer for the Rogues will make sure he's okay as well. And let's see, hopefully he's okay, making sure that he's okay. And they give the big thumbs up, and the athletic trainer is still going to make sure he's okay as well. But Evan Saito still at second base, 2 outs. We are in the home third. Bo Blake at the dish. So on that play, it was O'Donnell who was over at threw the ball over to second base. Evan Saito had a big lead at second, but on the transfer and the throw over to second base, he got caught up with Espindola at the bag. Wind still blowing strongly into the ballpark on this Saturday evening. 2-0 pitch from O'Donnell. Misses outside of a slider. 3 balls, no strikes. Nolan Donovan waits on deck for the Rogues. Rogues already plating 1 run in this inning. 1 run on 1 hit so far in this frame. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 3-0, fastball, misses upstairs, ball 4. Bo Blake takes first. 2-out base runner on for the Rogues. Puts 2 on, 2 outs in the home half of inning number 3. It's a 2-0 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Redmond Dudes. And now the head coach for the Redmond Dudes, Ben Rydell, steps out, and he takes the ball away from the starter, Cody O'Donnell. We have a new pitcher. We'll tell you who he is when we come right back after this. All pitching changes this season are brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, home half of inning number 3. Medford leading 2-0 against Redmond. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogren CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogren CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogren CN Medford Airport at rogrencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. On the hill for the Redmond Dudes, it is Dominic Wilson in relief of the starter, Cody O'Donnell. And once again, this pitching change brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And inherits runners at first and second. And the first batter he faces is Nolan Donovan. We did have the fire chief of the city of Medford, Eric Thompson, join us a little bit ago. And how about this? The top cop of Jackson County, Grady Sickler, joins us. Sheriff, how are you? Welcome to First Responders Night.
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having us, and thanks for sponsoring the event tonight.
Of course, of course. Can you tell your name again for everybody?
Nate Sickler.
Nate Sickler. My apologies. My apologies.
My son, who played for the Mustangs, is Grady.
Got
That's
you.
probably
That's
why
right. That's
you had
right.
it in your head.
Great player. Great player for the Mustangs. So I bet there's a lot of fun. The top cop of Jackson County and the fire chief of the fire chief and the sheriff's kids playing on the Medford Mustangs.
Yeah, no, it's been great. You know, they've hadn't had a chance to play together because I think Grady's a year older, and then I got a younger son. But they've played baseball around each other for years, so this is the first time I think they've actually got to be on the same team. So it's pretty cool.
Nolan Donovan at the dish. Runners at first and second, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Did ground out to the second baseman, Espandola. Rogues have scored 1 run so far in this inning. That was off a sac fly from Daniel Behrmann, who drove in Chris Ortiz. Chris Ortiz got all the way home with a triple. And now Nick Berger having a conversation with the home plate umpire, Brennan Dollarhide. And the conversation, second time we've had a conversation so far between the two people, between head coach, the acting head coach, Nick Berger, and Brennan Dollarhide. And we continue once again. Nolan Donovan at the dish. Now the question is, we'll figure out what that. They're talking to the team on the dugout side on that third base side, and the wind is still howling. And Sheriff, the wind and First Responders Night. How cool is it to have everybody in the Medford area be able to be here tonight? Probably the safest part of Medford tonight, right?
Definitely, yeah. We got the Medford Police Department, Sheriff's Office, Fire Department. So definitely we're very well protected tonight here.
Strike one pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diego Grabiel waits on deck. Rogues right now trying to capitalize. And right now this new pitcher, Dominic Wilson, trying to settle the bats down for the Redmond Dudes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big lead for Evan Saito at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. 1-1 off the end of the bat, fouls it off behind the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the wind is howling on this Saturday evening. You can hear all the papers rustling. And more importantly, do you have any food yet, Sheriff?
Yeah, I had a cheeseburger. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, Really good.
Well, Chief Thompson had 2 hot dogs.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Are you a hot dog guy or no?
I like burgers, man. That's
1-2 misses downstairs.
I don't
Into the
mind a hot
slider.
dog.
Count goes square at 2. Deuces wild. Right, we'll keep you on here for the next couple of innings, talking about the importance of having nights like these.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer. Runners at first and second. Bo Blake at first base. Saito at second. Medium-sized lead. Second baseman Espandola on the grass in right center. 2-2 pitch. Misses up and out. Ball 3. And what type of dad are you when you're watching your son play?
You know, I coached him for years, and I coach my other son, and so I try to just be a dad, just observe. You know, I'll help out with game changer or do whatever when they're playing. You know, but I try not to get. Yeah, coaches have their jobs, dads have their jobs, right?
3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Fastball misses outside. Ball 4. And it's back-to-back walks issued by 2 different Redmond pitchers. So bases loaded now in the home third. I bet if you were scoring the game changer, you'd probably be happy about how this game's been going on so far for the Rogues.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, they're looking good. They got a good opportunity here.
So bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's Diego Grabiel. It's a 2-0 lead for the Rogues on this Saturday evening. A blustery Saturday evening last night for Fireworks Night. It was really chilly. First pitch to the lefty, breaking ball, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Good, a very interesting call, a little bit outer of the outer third by the home plate umpire, Brennan Dollarhide. Rogues with an opportunity to bust this one open. No balls and a strike. Fastball again misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or with the sheriff, with the top cop of Jackson County, use the SWAT truck and get and bust through with this to keep the lead going, right?
Yeah. We had our SWAT Bearcat out there.
1 ball, 1 strike. This curveball finds the outer third. Strike 2. Grabiel today 0 for 1 so far. Struck out in the second out of that inning. Rogues covering all the bags in this home third. Saito at third base. Blake at second. Donovan at first base. Wind still blowing into the ballpark on this Saturday evening. 1-2 home. 1-2. Hits it in the air and hooks it foul down the third base side past the patio. We'll do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. And talking of Chief Thompson, with Sheriff Sickler, we talked about possibly having probably a sheriff's and fire department softball game.
You know, I think we've done that in the past. It's been years and years, though, and you know, that'd be fun. We got to be pretty careful that we get enough people not that make it through the game uninjured, so we have people go to work. But
1-2 pitch, fastball, fouls it off. We'll do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. But how important are nights like these?
You know, it's good. I mean, it's great to come out, have a bunch of our teammates out here, public safety partners. Get to mingle with the crowd, talk to folks, you know, and generally in Jackson County, the community is very supportive of our first responders. So this is just another example, and so it's nice. It's nice to come out and be supported. And
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. The tag applied by the catcher Malloy, and Diego Grabiel strikes out for the third and final out of the inning. First strikeout for the reliever.
That was a good pitch.
It was a good pitch with that curveball from Dominic Wilson. And the Rogues leave the bases loaded. 1 run does come across on 1 hit, no errors, but they leave the bases loaded. We played 3 in the Rogue Valley. It's a 2-0 lead for Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. It's a 2-0 lead for the Medford Rogues, top half of inning number 4 in game 2 of this 3-game set against the Redmond Dudes. We are joined by the top cop of Jackson County, Nate Sickler, joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. We did have Eric Thompson join us a little bit earlier, the fire chief of the city of Medford. And it is the top half of inning number 4, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Redmond Dudes. Marvin Yu leads off the inning, followed by Lucas Coma and Indy Anderson. And Herman Luna begins his 4th inning on the hill. First pitch fastball fouled off to the left side, strike 1. And it is the summertime.
Yep.
Kiddos are going to be out and about safety-wise, but also more importantly, 4th of July is right around the corner. And probably the message from Jackson County Sheriffs is to be safe when driving.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a big thing.
Strike 1 pitch, hits it in the air, center field. Saito on the run, makes the grab for out number 1. Yu flies out to center field for the first out of the inning. 1 out, the base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Lucas Coma. Go ahead there, Sheriff.
Yeah, so, during the summertime, we have a lot of people out recreating, camping, boating, holidays coming up. You said 4th of July, so just always remind people, hey, get a designated driver. If you're going to drink, be responsible. Don't drive impaired. Last year, I think we arrested
first pitch fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1.
Around 500 DUIs in one year, just our office. So it's definitely always a consistent issue that we try to battle.
Bo Blake, the shortstop, on the lip in left center. Strike 1 pitch. Finds the upper third quickly in the hole, 0-2. As Lucas Coma today flew out left field in the first. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch upcoming. Fastball bounces away from the catcher, Chris Ortiz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And also with the waterways in Jackson County, and also in Josephine County, I know that in Jackson County a lot of waterways, a lot of boat safety as well this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. We have several Marine deputies out all week long, working till dark.
1-2 pitch. Fastball, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Generous call by home plate umpire Brandon Dollarhide. 2 up and 2 down in the row to 4th. And how about Herman Luna gets his first strikeout of 2026. A nasty pitch on the inside corner.
It better didn't look too happy about that, did he?
Well, the strike zone has been expanding throughout the whole entire game. First pitch to the lefty, ground ball to the left side, picked up by Daniel Behrmann, bobbles it a bit, the throw to first base in time. How about this? Indy Anderson grounds out to the second baseman, Daniel Behrmann, for the 3rd and final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Another 1-2-3 inning for Herman Luna. We head to the home 4th right after this. 2 up for the Rogues, Jonathan Walsh, Larsen Koester, and Anthony Thomas Jr. Medford 2, Redmond nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Home half inning inning number 4 from Harry and David Field. It's a 2-0 lead for the Medford Rogues on First Responders Night at the ballpark. We were joined by the Fire Chief of the City of Medford, Eric Thompson, and we are joined by Nate Sickler, the top cop of Jackson County, the sheriff for Jackson County here in Southern Oregon. And Sheriff, it's always a pleasure having you on. First time,
yeah, we appreciate it.
First time being on, and more importantly, we're talking about in the last inning during that 1-2-3 efficient inning from Herman Luna.
Yeah, it's great.
About exactly. I mean, you talked about doing game changer. If you were doing game changer for this game, it'd be like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
done.
you love that as a coach and as a ball club because you get your pitcher in and out there, and what do you have, 5, 6 pitches?
That's right.
Yeah, so great. Keep fresh.
First
Work a
pitch
little longer
swinging
into the game.
In the air, right field trails foul out of play. Strike 1 to Jonathan Walsh. 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Rogues. Jonathan Walsh, followed by Larsen Koester and Anthony Thomas Jr. And we were talking about this. We were talking to Chief Thompson about why did he become a firefighter? Why did you become a sheriff's deputy?
Well, I started my career at City PD.
Okay. Strike 1 pitch off the end of the bat, down the first base side. Anderson, the first baseman, steps on the pillow, and Andrew Herbold saying it's foul. So quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, I started Phoenix here, just down the road, and I worked in Klamath Falls for about 5 years at the City PD there, and then had an opportunity at the Sheriff's Office about 20 years ago. It was actually 20 years ago in July. I moved over to the Sheriff's Office, and it's been, it's been great. Been the sheriff. This is my 10th year as a sheriff. Love working in the Valley. I'm raising my boys here, as you know. Grady plays for the Mustangs.
That's right.
And then my youngest is in 8th grade, and he'll be a freshman next year playing with his older brother at Cascade, so it'll be fun.
And what makes Jackson County a unique county in your eyes? 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know if you can say it's unique. The things that I really like working here is the camaraderie. I mean, like tonight, you got the fire guys and the police, but really all of the first responders get along very well.
1-2. Line drive, left center field, base hit.
Nice shot.
Jonathan Walsh aboard, rounding first, but he puts on the brakes. It's a leadoff single for the Rogues, and how about the Rogues swinging early, and a nice hit there for Jonathan Walsh.
Yeah, he got barrel on that one. Had some
barrel all the way, and also a good 2-strike approach right there for Jonathan Walsh.
Yeah, hit it over the shortstop's head.
So now that brings in a conversation of Dominic Wilson, the reliever for the Redmond Dudes, and the catcher Malloy. So 1 on, nobody out. Here's Larsen Koester. We are in the home 4th. Medford 2, Redmond nothing. Game 2 of this 3-game set from Harry and David Field. Getaway day tomorrow, scheduled for 1:05 p.m. We get going with the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show at 12:40. First pitch to Larsen Koester, hits it to the right side, picked up by Anderson, the first baseman, throws over to second for 1. The throw over to first base from Yanay, and it is a 3-6 on the 3-6-3 twin killing, and that's the wipes off the leadoff base runner of Jonathan Walsh off the board. So regardless, base is empty, 2 outs, not the way you want to start right there at the Rogues offensively there, Sheriff.
No, that was a tough break, but well played by the first baseman. Yeah, I mean.
And Anderson he's had a lot of bad breaks so far this evening, trying to get himself back over to it. So if the base is empty and 2 outs, here's Anthony Thomas Jr. 0 for 2 so far. Last at bat had a little bit of controversy. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball swinging a miss, strike 1. And your son playing for the Mustangs, how cool is it to have the state tournament and the Northwest Regional for American Legion Baseball right here at Harry and David Field?
Yeah, that's going to be great. We're looking forward to that. It's a big year for the Mustangs.
That's right.
I think they got a pretty decent team. I mean, obviously the
strike 1 pitch.
Got beat on Thursday by the Rogues, but I mean, I don't think it was. I mean, I thought they did a pretty good showing for their first game and playing some older kids. So they didn't embarrass themselves.
Did you ever play American Legion Baseball?
No, I didn't. When I graduated and went right into work.
Gotcha. 0-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat. Fouls it off to the first base side. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Anthony Thomas Jr. struck out in the first, grounded out in the third, and there was a controversy because he grounded it off his foot, but it was called out by the home plate umpire, Brendan Dollarhide. And then there was another at-bat that was off the foot, and one of the Rogues players, Forrest Zelmer, had a few choice words with the home plate umpire, Brendan Dollarhide, and he got the hook, and he got himself ejected out of the game. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And right now, Anthony Thomas Jr. trying to extend the inning. Infield still playing deep around the horn for the Redmond Dudes. Outfield playing deep and straight away. The center fielder, Akuns, playing in left center. Deep Park on the Saturday evening. 1-2 pitch to Anthony Thomas Jr. Hits that in the air, pops it up, foul behind the dish. We'll do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are with Nate Sickler from the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. It's always a pleasure having them out there. So we had the Bearcat out there. Any other toys for the Sheriff's Department?
Yeah, we had a patrol vehicle and had a canine out there. And
what's the canine's name?
That's Brooks.
So Officer Brooks.
No. Oh, the dog's name.
The dog's name. The dog's name.
Brooks, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And
1-2 pitch.
I think that's right.
Outside.
It's Deputy Everett's dog, yeah. Awesome dog. Yeah, he's really cool. And she's been handling him for a couple years. She does a great job.
You know what? Maybe next year for First Responders Night, we do a demonstration with the canine out in the outfield.
Yeah?
Well, we'll have somebody in one of the big old suits, like one of the practicing suits.
Yeah, we have those, bite suits, we call them.
The bite suits, oh, man. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anthony Thomas Jr. trying to get on base for the first time tonight. 2-2 pitch, hits that in the air. Sky-high foul down the left field line. We'll do it again. It's a perfect evening at the ballpark. And also how important, I mean, we talked about the community engagement, but how many people took photos in front of the police cars? And all the
I don't know, because I was in here doing the first pitch. I had to get loose. It takes a while to get this thing warmed up. So
2-2 pitch,
but
upstairs.
I know our team had a good time out there talking to people as they came in and handing out some stickers and swag and showing them the equipment and stuff. So it was good.
Counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Thomas Jr. trying to get aboard to extend the inning. 3-2 from Wilson. 3-2, fouls it off. We'll do it again. This is a perfect evening for baseball, minus the wind.
Yeah, I was going to say, the right-handed batters probably don't like this wind tonight. Yeah.
And
pitchers like it.
Yeah, it is a pitcher's park.
Yeah.
But just a perfect evening. Mostly the outfield is covered with the sun. A little bit of shadow starting to appear, especially where the center fielder Coons is standing at. I wanted it where the scoreboard's at with the shadow.
Yeah, center fielder's pretty shallow, but he's probably anticipating that wind's going to knock that ball down pretty good.
And the infield playing deep around the horn for the Redmond Dudes. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Anthony Thomas Jr. Payoff pitch comes home. 3-2, line drive, ropes it foul down the first base side. We'll do it out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Is the Sheriff's Department have any events going on this summer?
No, we just wrapped up our Citizens Academy.
Okay.
Last month. And that's kind of our big push. It's about 12 weeks long and stuff with a couple of weekends. So that's our big outreach event for this time of year. And then, we do some small things here and there. We like to go to some of the schools and do some presentations and stuff like that. But we don't really have anything real major planned. 3-2
pitch fouled off and a roller foul.
As everyone knows, another thing to be reminded of, we're going to fire season. Very conscientious about fire, especially given the fires of 2020. So want everyone to be safe with regards to that and be responsible. But yeah, so we're pretty busy during this time of year. Summer's our busiest months for sure.
A good battle brewing between Dominic Wilson and Anthony Thomas Jr. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield still playing deep around the horn. We are in the home half of the fourth. The 3-2 pitch misses downstairs, and Anthony Thomas Jr. gets on base for the first time tonight. He takes first, 2-out walk for the Rogues. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the home fourth, 2-0 lead for the Rogues. A lengthy at bat raises the pitch count.
Yeah.
That's what the doctor ordered right there for Anthony Thomas Jr. A good bounce back at bat since that last one, which ended in controversy. So 1 on and 2 outs. Here's Chris Ortiz, another RBI opportunity for him. 1 for 1 so far for walk this evening. Medford 2, Redmond nothing. Wind blowing into the ballpark on this Saturday evening. First pitch misses up and in, ball 1. And so when you do all you bring everybody out to the schools. You bring Brooks the canine out.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it depends on what they're really. Or bring the other dogs. We have the dog's a corrections dog, works in our correction facility.
Gotcha.
So we're trained in drug detection. And
1-0 pitch, breaking ball, finds the inside corner, strike one. Go ahead, my friend.
And then we have other dogs, the patrol dogs, and they're trained in tracking and doing the bite work and things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, our canine didn't care for Rowdy tonight in his suit, so yeah, that was a new sight for the dog, so he got a little tripped out about that.
1-1, breaking ball finds the upper third, strike two, and that has been called a strike on both sides throughout the whole entire evening. Ortiz in the behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes, tripled and scored back in the third, trying to pass the bat along in this inning. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and Chris Ortiz down on strike. That was a good slider there, my friend.
Yep.
And the inning comes to a close. Second strikeout for the reliever, Dominic Wilson. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. It is the the base runner at first base, Anthony Thomas Jr. We have played 4 in the Rogue Valley. It's a 2-0 lead for the Rogues. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Number 5 from Harry and David Field. It's a 2-0 lead for the Rogues against the Redmond Dudes on this beautiful Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. The 5th inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. And it is going to be a hot one in the next couple of weeks. It's been a very chilly one, but right now it's been very good to see Herman Luna be able to find ways to shut down this offense of the Redmond Dudes. The Redmond Dudes offense has been ice cold so far this evening. And the Sheriff, Nate Sickler, is still joining us with part of the Jackson County Sheriff's Department here for First Responders Night. We had the fire chief, Eric Thompson, join us. We have Sheriff Sickler with us. First pitch, swing and a miss on the slider to Ethan Keene. That exactly, Mr. Game Changer himself. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Redmond Dudes. Keene leads off the inning, followed by Coons and Austin Anderson. No balls and a strike for Herman Luna. 6 innings last week in his first start. Strike one pitch, finds right down the middle, strike two. And more importantly, we talked about where Jackson County goes all the way down to the state line of California.
Yep.
A lot of ground to cover for you and your deputies. High chopper to the left side, takes on a hop as Bo Blake at short. The throw to first base on the money for out number 1. 6-3 on the ground out right there.
Yeah, we have just over 2,800 square miles in the county, so a lot of patrol area. Yep. You're going to think about going all the way from up near Prospect and Union Creek all the way down to Ashland to the I-5 border. So pretty large area geographically. And we're the 6th largest county by population in the state.
Really? I never knew that.
Yep.
Went on the base is empty. Here's Eddie Coons. Reached on a fielder's choice in his first time by. First pitch, chopper to the left side, goes to his left as Bo Blake takes it on the hop to throw to first base, and it's right on the money for out number 2. 6-3 on the ground out, 2 up and 2 down in the road 5th in the Ossipole guy 5th inning. Here's the left fielder Austin Anderson, 0 for 1 so far. And more importantly, we talked about the enforcement period, especially during the 4th of July.
Yep.
Talked about how to be safe. Also, tip line. See something, say something, right?
Yeah, we have a couple different options. We have a tip line. We have an app, Jackson County Sheriff. So you can download that to your cell phone.
Ground ball, left side, escapes past Bo Blake into left center it goes. Austin Anderson extends the inning with a 2-out single. So back-to-back ground outs right to the shortstop. Bo Blake can't make the play during the Anderson at bat, puts a runner at first base, 2 outs. Here's the 8-hole hitter Nolan Malloy. Medford 2, Redmond nothing on this Saturday evening. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, so we have an app you can download, and then you can submit tip through that as well. And there's even options to – there's a lot of resources in that app. So if you're interested in things that go on within the county or need information, I mean, there's different things like trip check and, who's in custody or jail and everything. You can a lot of resources right there on your phone. So
first pitch found off to the right side of the righty. Nolan Malloy reached on there in his first at-bat of the evening. So you had your cheeseburger. Anything else? You're going to get any ice cream?
No, I think I'll probably hold off on that.
Gotcha.
But
strike 1 pitch from Herman Luna. Good splitter, finds the outside corner, strike 2. Good pitch by Herman. Second start in 2026, a returner from last year. Herman Luna right now trying to get another scoreless inning. Efficient pitching so far tonight. 2-out base runner Anderson, a small lead at first base. 0-2 pitch, misses downstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, try to get him to chase that.
I mean, more importantly, you went to Thurston High. I know we were talking about Thurston almost winning the state.
Yeah, they've had a good baseball program in the last few years.
1-2, chopper, comebacker, mishandles it. Herman Luna picking up his Daniel Behrmann, the throw to first base.
Nice
and
play.
How about that? They're going to say he's safe. So it is going to be an error. So Larsen Koester.
They're going to talk about that because they're going to say it was on the transfer is what he's saying. That's what he's making his case for, but who knows.
So right now, Nick Berger, the acting head coach, is going to talk. Wants the umpires to huddle up. Or it was supposed to be a comebacker right to Herman Luna, mishandled it. Daniel Behrmann with an excellent play at second base, going to pick that one up, threw it over to first base to Larsen Koester, and he says the first base umpire Andrew Herbold says he's safe. So it is an infield single, and now Nick Berger, the pitching coach and acting head coach, steps out of the dugout and has a slow walk to the hill. And this pause of the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. So after getting Keene and Coons to ground out to the shortstop, Bo Blake, Austin Anderson singled, and Nolan Malloy singled as well. Actually, he reached on an error. So 2 on, 2 outs in the top half of inning number 5. Did you ever go to the Figaro's location in Phoenix when you were working down there? Was the Figaro's Pizza Parlor down there when you were working down there, my friend?
I don't. There was one in Talent.
Okay.
I used to go to that one.
Okay.
And there was one out in Gold Hill, I think. And anyways, but yeah, great pizza.
Always great pizza at the ballpark. They fed the teams with Figaro's Pizza last night. Nick Berger and Brandon Dollarhide have had a very chatty conversation ever since the Anthony Thomas at bat. And the conversation continues. One of Nick Berger's heroes and also one of his coaching mentors, Larry Lee, the Cal Poly head coach. Great coach guy. He's been with the Cal Poly program for years. And Nick and I, we've talked about a lot of the Cal Poly stories when Nick was playing with when Coach Larry Lee was at Cuesta way back in the day. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the 9-hole hitter Xavier Espandola. It's a 2-0 lead for the Rogues, with the Redmond Dudes threatening to strike. First pitch misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Espandola today 0 for 1 so far. Wind is still howling on this Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Shadows starting to be more prevalent, especially in left field. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second. The 1-0 pitch breaks in for a strike on the inside corner. Good off-speed right there. And Sheriff Sickler is probably, he wants to fire up the game changer and score this game, right?
Yeah, No, I get plenty of that, for sure.
Herman Luna trying to get out of this inning unscathed. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1 fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Actually, that was the slider. Looked very deceiving. And right now,
that was a good pitch.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah, he wants to get out of this.
Anderson at second, Malloy at first base. Esmendola grounded out to the catcher. Ortiz back in the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Downstairs, and the count goes square at 2. Shortstop Bo Blake playing on the lip in left center. Evan Seiler, the center fielder, playing just a bit in and right center. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Herman Luna delivers. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. How about Herman Luna fixing the adversity, and he gets his second strikeout of the evening. No runs, a hit, 1 error, 2 left. Austin Anderson left on at second base, and Nolan Malloy left on at first. You want to stay for 1 more inning, or you?
I better get back down and visit with my teammates and the kid and stuff. But appreciate you having me up here, and
thank you so much.
Really appreciate you guys hosting First Responders Night and take care of us. We value our partnerships for sure. So thank you.
Of course. We go to the home half, inning number 5 right after this. Evan Seiler, Daniel Behrmann, and Bo Blake due up. It's a 2-0 lead for Medford. That was Sheriff Sickler joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogren CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogren CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogren CN Medford Airport at rogrencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Ball to the left side for Evan Seiler. Throw over to first base. First pitch, 1 out to begin the home half inning number 5. My name is Bryan Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on this Saturday evening. It's a 2-0 lead for the Medford Rogues. Actually, my apologies. That was actually Evan Seiler reaching on base. So Seiler leads off the inning. So 1 on, nobody out. Here's Daniel Behrmann. His 3rd trip of the evening so far. Medford 2, Redmond nothing. So he reached on an error as Evan Seiler, runner goes. Scores for a bunt as Daniel Behrmann. The throw over to second base, not in time by the catcher Malloy. So Evan Seiler swipes second base, eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. So right now the Rogues in business once again. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. The 2s are wild on this Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley, but right now Medford trying to put a little bit more distance on the Redmond Dudes this evening. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, chopper to the left side, takes it as the shortstop, Yune, throws over to first base in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. That advances Evan Seiler to third base, puts the Rogues in scoring position only 90 feet away. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's the shortstop, Bo Blake. It's a 2-0 lead for the Medford Rogues on this beautiful Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. And the clouds have just covered up the sun on this late evening in the Rogue Valley. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Medford right now trying to put some more runs across. Infield closed in for the Redmond Dudes. First pitch home. First pitch slider misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Currently in the top of the fourth in Healdsburg. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bay Area Marauders. Boone Packers trailing in their second game of 2026. Humboldt leading 3-0 against the South Bay Storm. Pitch finds it upstairs, finds it into the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Actually, my apologies. They updated the scoreboard. Healdsburg leading 8-1 against the Bay Area Marauders. Humboldt Crabs leading 5-0 against the South Bay Storm in the home half of inning number 6. And the Lincoln Potters leading 3-1 against the Athletic Edge Express. Infield closed in for the Dudes. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bo Blake at the dish currently. 0 for 1 of a walk. Great conversation with him. We were talking in batting practice about a couple of players we know at Fresno State, actually. Actually played on a travel ball team with the starting third baseman for Fresno State with Mikey Boyd. 2-1 pitch. That's a bouncer up the middle. Base hit. 1 runs in. RBI single for Bo Blake. And it's another run in this game for the Rogues. Makes it a 3-0 lead for Medford. And how about the Rogues capitalizing with the infield closed in, and Bo Blake finding a way to just send it up the middle. So 1 on and 1 out. We are in the home half of inning number 5. We are still in the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. The fifth inning is also still brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Here's Nolan Donovan for his 3rd trip of the evening. Quick throw to first base, chases back the runner. First base slide, head first slide by Bo Blake. Still waiting the first pitch. Just a perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Wilson throws it back over to first base. Bo Blake with a head first slide gets back to the bag safely once again. Nolan Donovan at the dish. 0 for 1 so far for walk. Wind is picking up on this Saturday evening. Runner goes, scores for a bunt, misses downstairs. A throw over to second base by the catcher, Malloy. And how about this? Bo Blake swiping second base. And right now the Rogues capitalizing on the misfortune of the Redmond Dudes. And it is another stolen base for this Rogue squad. Eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. But right now, if you are Medford, this is a big pitch. This is a big pitch upcoming right now for this Rogue squad. Trying to break this game open. A run in the 1st, the 3rd, and currently in the 5th. 1-0 pitch hits that sky high in the air, drifting back as Coons. Coons stops, makes the play, and he makes the grab for out number 2. Donovan flies out to center field for the 2nd out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of 5. It's a 3-0 lead for the Rogues. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Diego Grabiel. And this is a big at-bat brewing, and you definitely think about what the Rogues have done so far this evening. A run in the 1st, off the RBI from Daniel Behrmann. Sac fly from Daniel Behrmann as well. Drove in Chris Ortiz in the 3rd. Diego Grabiel 0 for 2 so far this evening. First pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Grabiel struck out in the 2nd and also in the 3rd inning. And right now, if you're Medford, this is a big, you can definitely feel momentum starting to keep swinging in the favor of the Rogues. Strike 1 pitch from Wilson. Hits that in the air, line drive over the head of the second baseman, Espindola, rounding 3rd, racing towards home is Bo Blake. And the relay throw is late. It's an RBI single off the bat of Diego Grabiel, makes it a 2-spot in the inning, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Rogues. And how about this Rogue squad offensively capitalizing on it? Currently putting up a 2-spot in this inning, and you like what the Rogues have done so far tonight, swinging, and they capitalize on it on that one. And also with 2 outs in the inning, the Rogues have been pretty efficient so far tonight. Runner goes, the throw over to second base by Malloy, and the tag is not in time. That's a stolen base for Diego Grabiel. Jonathan Walsh at the dish. And right now, this Rogue squad capitalizing once more on this Redmond Dudes squad. So no balls and a strike to Jonathan Walsh for his 4th at-bat of the evening. Has reached on base twice so far tonight. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Strike 1 pitch, knuckles it in the air, sky high, shallow center field, charging in is Coons. Second baseman Espandola calling everybody off, and he makes the grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs come across. On 2 hits, 1 error committed by Redmond, and 1 left as Diego Grabiel left on at second base. We have played 5 in the Rogue Valley. This has been the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. Top half of inning number 6 coming up right after this. Redmond trailing 4-0 against the Medford Rogues on this Saturday evening for First Responders Night at the ballpark. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It's a 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues on First Responders Night at the ballpark. It's a 4-0 lead against the Redmond Dudes. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And it is Herman Luna that stays on the hill for the top half of inning number 6. Faces top of the order, Junior Nene, followed by Marvin Yu and Lucas Coma. So far this evening, 2 strikeouts for Herman Luna, but he's been able to draw weak contact. And it's been a pretty fast pace for Herman Luna so far this evening. I know that his family's listening back in the San Joaquin Valley of California, and it is going to be interesting to see what the Rogues can do here in the top half of inning number 6. So it is the 4th time. Actually, my apologies. It is the 3rd time that Herman Luna sees Julian A. Julian A. so far this evening, 0 for 2 so far. We are on the top half of inning number 6. Game 2 of 3 between these two programs. Series finale tomorrow for Getaway Day in the Rogue Valley. Scheduled for a 105 first pitch. First pitch fastball from Herman Luna registers for a strike on the outside corner. Strike 1. Yune today grounded out both times in his previous 2 appearances at the dish. Fouls that off quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Grounded out to the third baseman Nolan Donovan back in the first. Grounded out to the second baseman Daniel Behrmann in the third. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Infield playing deep around the horn on this windy Saturday evening. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home from Luna. 0-2, fouls it off. We'll do it again. Julian A. at the dish. The freshman from Everett Community College with a .309 hitter in the spring. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes, and the delivery home, the 0-2, rifled foul to that third base side. Will do it again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Next week will be another fireworks night. But pretty cool to have the fire chief of the city of Medford and the sheriff of Jackson County joining us here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Very informative. Earlier tonight, the 0-2 home. Ground ball pulled to the first base side, picked up by Larsen Koester, speeds the bag himself, and he steps on the pillow in time for out number 1. 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning, 1 out, and the base is empty. Here's the 2-0 hitter, Marvin Yu. Medford 4, Redmond nothing on this Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And we are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. 1-0 pitch to Marvin Liu. Hits down in the air. Going to be caught by Bo Blake, the shortstop. And Yu lines out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the top of 6. Here's the 3-hole hitter, Lucas Coma. Also 0 for 2 so far this evening. It's a 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues in Game 2 of this 3-game set. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Center fielder Saito playing even. First pitch. Fastball finds that right down the boulevard, strike 1. How about Herman Luna last week? 6 innings on the hill. Head, no balls and a strike. Misses downstairs and out. Downstairs and in, rather. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Slider misses down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coleman today, 0 for 2 so far. Flew out to left field in the first, struck out in the third, and the fourth, rather. Head 2 balls and a strike. Fastball, high chopper foul down the third base side. Just goes left of the line. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. 2-2, fastball, clubs it in the air. Left field drifting back is Walsh. Stops, goes to his left, makes the grab with the one hand, and Coma flies out for the 3rd and final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3, go the Redmond Dudes. And another 1-2-3 inning put up by the starter, Herman Luna. We head to the home half of inning number 6 right after this. Due up for the Rogues in the inning, Larsen Koester, Anthony Thomas Jr., and Chris Ortiz. No runs. Actually, my apologies. There was a runner at first on the score bug, but regardless, home half of inning number 6. Rogues rolling on this Saturday evening. 4-0 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Redmond nothing. Home half, inning number 6 from Harry and David Field. New pitcher on the hill for the Redmond Dudes. First pitch fouled off to the left side for Larsen Koester. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Rogues. Larsen Koester leads off the inning, followed by Anthony Thomas Jr. and Chris Ortiz. New pitcher on the hill for the Redmond Dudes. It is the starter from yesterday, A.J. Knorr, in relief. First, that strike 1 pitch misses downstairs and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Koester today 0 for 2 so far for walk. Waits for the 1-1 from A.J. Knorr. 1-1. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 2. Koester today walked and scored in the first, flew out to right field in the second, grounded into a double play in the fourth. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fastball misses up and out, and the count goes square. A.J. Knorr yesterday, who got the nod in game 1 of the series, went 1 inning on the hill, gave up 3 hits and 3 runs, walked One Rogues batter did not strike out any batters. 2-2 pitch. Slider misses downstairs and in, and the count fills. Rogues plating 1 run in the first and in the third, plating a pair of runs in the home fifth. 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors on this Saturday evening. 3-2 home. 3-2 popped up in the air. Shallow left center field. The shortstop Yune circling to his right. Runs onto the dirt, and he makes the play for out number 1. Koester pops out to the shortstop Yune for the first out of the inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Here's a 3-hitter, Anthony Thomas Jr. Medford 4, Redmond nothing. And the shortstop Yune having a little bit of trouble locating that fly ball, not because of the sunlight and with the lights turned on at the ballpark, but how vicious the wind is so far this evening. First pitch to Anthony Thomas Jr. misses downstairs and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Thomas Jr. has reached on base once this evening. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch from Noer. Fastball, line drive foul down that first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony struck out in the first, grounded out in the third in that controversial call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it off to the screen. Strike 2. And what I mean by controversial, Anthony Thomas Jr. thought he fouled that fastball on his foot, but actually the home plate umpire, Brandon Dollarhide and company, had a different idea about it. 1-2, misses up and out. So officially, on the scorebook, it's 2-3 on the ground out. From the catcher Malloy to the first baseman Anderson. Counts even 2-2 in the pitch. 2-2, hits that in the air. Curving into left field, down the left field line, trying to make the play as a left fielder. Sliding as Anderson. Did he make the play? Yes, he did. And Anthony Thomas Jr. flies out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the home half of inning number 6 as a 4-0 lead for the Rogues. Here's the catcher, Chris Ortiz. Rogues are going backwards in this inning offensively, but regardless, Rogues have been able to keep Redmond off the scoreboard on this Saturday evening. Chris Ortiz, 1 for 2 so far for walk on the Saturday evening. First pitch, breaking ball, misses up and in, ball 1. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Redmond Dudes. Nora's 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off to the right side as Ortiz. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ortiz stands out of the batter's box. Climbs back in. Nor works from the third base side of the rubber. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, hits that in the air. Shallow in the first base side. Anderson, the first baseman in foul territory, reels it in for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3 go the Rogues. A rare one tonight. First time the Rogues have gone in order 1, 2, 3 this evening. We have played 6 in the Rogue Valley. It's a 4-0 lead for Medford. Medford 4, Redmond nothing. Top half of inning number 7 coming up right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. from inning number 7 from Harry and David Field. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. It is a new pitcher on the hill for the Rogues. It is Caleb Malloy taking over the reins from Herman Luna. And this pitching change brought to you by KTVL 1070 Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And how about Herman Luna? Identical performance from last week. 6 innings on the hill. Shutout baseball. Only giving up 2 hits, no runs, and struck out 2 Redmond Dudes batters. And Caleb Malloy gets his first relief appearance in 2026. The returner from last year from the great land of the Oregon coast and from Newport, Oregon. Again, he has his warm-up tosses in already. And he's ready to go to work now. First pitch to the lefty. Misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Indy Anderson leads off the inning, followed by Ethan Keene and Eddie Coons. Infield playing deep around the horn. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, fouled off to that left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Malloy from Lane Community College just wrapped up his first year from Newport, Oregon on the coast. Know his mom and dad are listening right now. Great fans of the Rogues. 1 ball, 1 strike. The tall righty waits, and the 1-1 home. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch by Caleb Malloy, or how his teammates call him, Paul Skeens. Caleb Malloy, 6'8", 250. Had 1 ball and 2 strikes. Malloy takes a deep breath, and he fires the 1-2. Fastball grounded the first base side, picked up by Larsen Koester, calls Caleb Malloy off and steps on the pillow in time for out number 1. 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Here's the right fielder, Ethan Keene. It's a 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Redmond Dudes on this beautiful Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Wind is still a factor here on this Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Here's the righty, Ethan Keene, 0 for 2 so far. First pitch, fastball misses downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Stars and Stripes blowing into the ballpark. The sun and the clouds playing peekaboo on this late evening. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball finds the inside corner. Strike 1. Keene today lined out to the second baseman, Daniel Behrmann, in the second. Just grounded out to the shortstop, Bo Blake, back in the 5th. I know his dad's listening right now on the Rogue Streaming Network. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, ground ball, slow roller towards short, gobbled up by Blake. The throw to first base in time. 6-3 on the ground out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the top of 7. Here's the center fielder, Eddie Coons. Medford 4, Redmond nothing in game 2, this 3-game set. Coons today 0 for 2 so far for First Responders Night at the ballpark. But a good crowd on hand. Great having the fire chief of Medford and the sheriff of Jackson County joining us earlier. Caleb Malloy gets the signal from Chris Ortiz. Waits, and he fires the first pitch home. Fastball blows right past Eddie Coons. Strike 1. And acting head coach Nick Berger, also the pitching coach for the Rogues in 2026, talking about the philosophy of throwing strikes. You got to throw strike 1. Doesn't seem. When you think about it, got to throw strike 1. Misses inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Probably you think, well, I mean, it's obvious, but how crucial is that? Throw strike 1 gives you a bigger advantage to get that out. Base is empty, 2 outs, infield playing deep, and now time taken by Caleb Malloy. Has a quick conversation with Chris Ortiz. And this pause of the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. A lot of games going on right now on the West Coast as we speak. The conversation continues. Solano takes care of business. The Stockton Pearls 18-7 at home this afternoon. Ellensburg leading by 13, 14-1 against the Bay Area Marauders. It's a 9-2 lead for the Humboldt Crabs against the South Bay Storm in Game 2 of that series at the Arcata Ballpark. A Express and Lincoln Potters battle it out there in the home half of the fifth from McBean. 1-1 pitch, misses inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Kuntz today reached on a fielder's choice in the second, was forced out at second base. He was gunned down by Chris Ortiz to close the book on the second. Grounded out to the shortstop of Blake back in the fifth. 2-1. Fastball finds the outside corner, and the count goes square at 2. Lights are turned on at Harry and David Field. Glacier blue sky starting to disappear. A lot of clouds starting to form in this evening. 2-2 from Caleb Malloy. 2-2, fastball blows right past Eddie Coons. And how about that velo from Caleb Malloy? Welcome back to the Medford Rogues, Caleb Malloy, and he gets a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. It is time to stretch at Harry and David Field. Medford leading 4-0 against Redmond for First Responders Night at the ballpark. More after this on the Rogues. Actually, my apologies before we go to break. Let's send it over. Let's take me out to the ball game right now. Evan Saito, Daniel Behrmann, and Bo Blake due up for the Rogues. It's a 4-0 lead for Medford, trying to tack on some more runs for First Responders Night. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue CN Medford Airport at roguegreenscn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Fun night at the ballpark so far at Harry and David Field, home half of inning number 7. It's a 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Redmond Dudes. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Evan Saito leads off the inning, followed by Daniel Behrmann and Bo Blake. And this Rogue squad offensively has had its moments so far this evening. 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, putting runs in the first, the third, and in the 5th inning. A.J. Knorr begins his 2nd inning on the hill as the reliever for the Redmond Dudes. First pitch fastball misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Evan Saito reaching on base in his last 3 at-bats. 1-0 pitch bounces away from the catcher Malloy. 2 balls, no strikes. Reached on an error and scored in the 5th. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Was left stranded at third base. Walked in the 1st. Got the second base and was left stranded, ahead 2-0. 2-0 pitch, hits down in the air, towering shot, right field drifting over to his left is Keen, the right fielder charging in, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Saito flies out to the right fielder for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Behrmann. Medford 4, Redmond nothing in the home half of inning number 7. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. I know that the Walsh family from Dover, Tennessee is listening tonight, back in the Volunteer State. I know that Scout and Alex are definitely in tune to the broadcast right now. Daniel Behrmann settles in for his 4th trip of the evening. First pitch slider finds the upper third, strike 1. Behrmann today reached on base back in the 1st. Since then had an RBI in the 3rd with the sac fly. Did ground out to the shortstop Yune in the 5th. Strike 1 pitch misses. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Fastball misses downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on,
2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, breaking ball, misses inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Catcher Malloy fixing his eyes. Got a little bit of dirt in him. And right now, now that gives the opportunity for Brandon Dollarhide to clean the plate, the home plate umpire. And the Rogues have been cleaning well so far this evening offensively. 4 runs on 4 hits, trying to get it across the finish line. 3-1. Fastball hits it in the air, right center field, drifting over to his left is the center fielder Coons, and he makes the diving grab and he reels it in for out number 2. Behrmann flies out to center field, 2 up and 2 down in the home 7th. Here's the shortstop, Bo Blake. And speaking of people who are listening right now, I know his dad is listening back in the great state of California. I was saying it's Hudson, it's Houston, California. Grew up in Turlock, went to school at Houston High, the Huskies. Down in the North Valley in California. Thank you for Mr. Bo Blake's dad for letting me know. Chad, thank you for letting me know about that. First pitch strike to Bo Blake. Great conversation with him this evening for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show for the Rogues Player Spotlight. Very insightful young man talking about those 2 home runs last night. You heard those home run calls during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. But regardless, Bo's ready to have a very fun summer in the Rogue Valley. Heard about the fishing trip so far. Strike 1 pitch, fastball downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bo has reached on base in his last 2 plate appearances. Drove in a run and got on base in the 5th. Drew a walk in the 3rd, left stranded at second base, grounded out to the shortstop, Yune in the 1st. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 breaking ball, hits it in the air, sky high. Left side of the infield, Yune, the shortstop, makes the grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 1, 2, 3, go the Rogues. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We have played 7 in the Rogue Valley. It's all Medford, 4-0 Rogues. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It's a 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues. Top half of inning number 8 from Harry and David Field. Bryan Welch with you on the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It's a new pitcher on the hill for the Rogues. It is Hayden Kindreich in relief of the reliever Malloy. 3rd arm use so far this evening. And this pitching change brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Caleb Malloy, 1 inning on the hill. No hits, no runs, no errors. Did not issue any walks. But he did strike out the last batter he faced of Eddie Coons to close the book on the top half of inning number 7. And Hayden Kindreich gets an opportunity to pitch well. The Umpqua Community College player gets ready to go to work out of Central Point. So a Rogue Valley native trying to shut down this for the Redmond Dudes, trying to shut down the offense of the Redmond Dudes. Bottom of the order, due up for the Dudes. Austin Anderson leads off the inning, followed by Nolan Malloy and Xavier Espindola. And you think about what the Rogues have done so far this evening. They've kept the Dudes' offense in check. Even yesterday, found ways to shut them down. Kindreich so far this season a ERA at 2.45. Faces the righty, Austin Anderson. 1 for 2 so far tonight. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Kindreich so far this season, besides an ERA at 2.45, 3 2/3 innings on the hill, and has 1 save to his credit so far this season. 2 appearances so far for him. A 2026 1-0 pitch, line drive, center field, a base hit. Austin Anderson aboard with a leadoff single. Not the way you want to start if you are Kindreich, but regardless, you can definitely find ways to definitely turn 2 in this Rogues infield. The middle infielders have done that so far this season. So 1 on and nobody out. Here's the catcher, Nolan Malloy. Nolan Malloy, I should say, has reached on an error not once but twice. Koester holding the runner at first base. Hayden Kindreich ready. And the first pitch, fastball, misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Mallory reached on an error back in the 3rd, got all the way to third base. Was left stranded there, reached on an error in the 5th, was left stranded at first base. 1 ball, no strikes. Hayden ready and fires the 1-0 home. Misses upstairs, ball 2. Kindreich's struggling to locate that strike zone dictated by the home plate umpire, Brandon Dollarhide. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. 2-0, turns away from it as Mallory. Misses inside. Ball 3. There's a little bit of activity in that bullpen right now for the Rogues. Especially in this early season, you want to find out where you can put guys in roll with the rolls wise. Kindreich trying not to walk the 3-0 pitch. Finds the inside corner, strike 1 to keep the at-bat going. Mallory still ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Anderson at first base, medium-sized lead. Center fielder, the whole entire outfield starting to play in just a little bit. 3 balls and a strike. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 4. Nolan Mallory takes first. So Hayden Kindreich gave up a single from Anderson, and Mallory draws a walk, so puts runners at first and second. So 2 on and nobody out in the top of 8. Here is the second baseman, Xavier Espinola. It's a 4-0 lead for the Medford Rogues. And right now the Rogues don't want to go backwards. Definitely you can feel that conversation between Daniel Behrmann and Chris Ortiz. Definitely telling Hayden Kindreich to, hey, just throw strikes, be confident. And right now, you got to throw strike 1 and got to find a way to pinpoint that strike zone so far this evening. 1 for 2 so far as Espinola waits for the first pitch from Hayden Kindreich. First pitch, ground ball, and that trails foul to the third base side, strike 1. Espinola, the 9-hitter tonight, 0 for 2 so far, and the wind has been the storyline tonight. It was chilly last night. If you've joined us last night, I was freezing until the 7th inning, and I got a sweatshirt from the team store. Very confident, very, very comfortable after I got that sweatshirt. No balls and 1 strike. I layered up tonight. The strike 1 pitch. Line drive right to Hayden Kindreich, throws it over to second base for 1, and the double play. How about that? It's a 1-4 on the double play. So Anderson doubled up. So line out to the pitcher. So 1-4 on the double play, and quickly 2 outs in the inning. And here is the top of the order guy, Julian Vinay, 0 for 3 so far this evening. Hayden Kindreich's trying to minimize the damage. It was a rocky start, but trying to finish out smooth. First pitch bounces, it gets away from the catcher, Chris Ortiz. Quick throw to first base. Chase back the runner, Mallory. 1 ball, no strikes. Final game of the series tomorrow afternoon, 1:05 first pitch, 12:40 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. 1-0 pitch, finds the outer third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights are turned on, but the skies look very turbulent on this Saturday evening. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the outside corner. And behind 1 ball and 2 strikes is Yune. Yune grounded out to the third baseman Donovan in the first, grounded out to the second baseman Behrmann in the third, grounded out to Koester, the first baseman, back in the top of 6. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kindreich gets the signal he likes, works on the third base side of the rubber. Medium-sized lead for Malloy at first base. The 1-2 golfed in the air, foul down the left field line. We'll do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the home 8th, Donovan, Grabiel, and Walsh due up for the Rogues. 1-2 pitch upcoming from Hayden Kindreich. 1-2, hits it in the air, left field drifting back as Jonathan Walsh going to try to make the play, but he can't make the play. Bounces all the way to the wall, rounding third, digging towards home is Malloy, and the relay throw is not going to get there. It's an RBI double off the bat of Julian Nene, and the first run scores this evening for Redmond. So they scored the first 2 runs last night, and they get their first run across in the top half of inning number 8 on a 2-strike, 2-out double off the bat of Julian A. So 1 run on 2 hits so far this evening in this inning. Here's Marvin Yu, the two-hitter for the Redmond Dudes. His 4th at-bat of the evening, 0 for 3 so far. Hayden Kindreich trying to minimize the damage. First pitch fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1. Think about this pitching staff. Herman Luna 6 innings on the hill. Caleb Malloy 1 inning on the hill. Hayden Kindreich's 2/3 of an inning currently, trying to get that 3rd and final out to get another inning this summer. Strike 1 pitch, slider misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield playing deep around the horn. The shortstop, Bo Blake, playing on the grass in left center. 1 ball, 1 strike. Steps off the bag. The throw over to second base by Kindreich. Chases back the runner, Yune. Gets back to the bag standing up. And hopefully the temperatures on Sunday will be very comfortable. Temperatures will be in the 70s, I believe. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're going to be 72 and overcast. 1-1. Misses inside, has to jump out of the way as you. 2 balls, 1 strike. They are saying there might be some rain on Monday, but the rest of the week is going to be beautiful temperatures. Actually, next week will be in the 90s when the Fresno A's roll in for a 3-game set. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second base, and the pitch from Kindreich. 2-1, hits it in the air. Right field drifting back is Grabiel. Circling to his left, makes the grab for out number 3 at the one-hand grab. And the side is retired. 1 run comes across on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. It is Julian Nene left on at second base. We head to the home 8th right after this from Harry and David Field. Nolan Donovan, Diego Grabiel, and Jonathan Walsh due up for the Rogues. It's a 4-1 lead for Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. a full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Donovan leads off the home half of inning number 8. It's a 4-1 lead for the Rogues. 8-9-1 due up for Medford. Nolan Donovan followed by Diego Grabiel and Jonathan Walsh. A.J. Knorr stays on the hill for Redmond. 0-1 pitch misses downstairs and escapes away from the catcher, Malloy. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nolan Donovan so far this evening 0 for 2 with a walk. Flew out to center field his last time by in the 5th. 1-1, splinters it foul behind the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Donovan reached on base in the home third of a walk, grounded out to the second baseman, Espandola. In the 2nd, flew out the center field in the 5th. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes, infield playing deep around the horn for the Dudes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. 1-2, fastball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Donovan down on strikes. And that is that's a strikeout for the Dudes this evening. And that's the first one for A.J. Knorr in relief. So bases empty, 1 out. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Diego Grabiel. It's a 4-1 lead for the Medford Rogues. Final game tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. It is going to be a 12:40 for the on-deck show, for the Awesome Pool Guy on-deck show. First pitch golfs it and swings and misses at it, strike 1. Actually, they're going to say a fair ball, and Diego Grabiel is going to go the throw over to first base. Andrew Herbold said it's going to be foul, so what the question is going to be here? Brandon Dollarhide, initially the home plate umpire, said it was a fair ball. Both the corner home plate umpires, Dave Purcell and A.J. Herbold, threw their arms up in the air saying it was foul, so no balls and a strike to Diego Grabiel. Knorr ready, and the pitch. Strike 1 pitch, hits it in the air, foul down the left field side. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Grabiel today 1 for 3 so far this evening. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd. Drove in a run with an RBI single in the 5th. In the hole, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, curveball gets ahead of that one, swings through that. And Grabiel down on strike, so back-to-back Ks for A.J. Knorr. So 2 up and 2 down in the home half of inning number 8 for the Rogues. We go back to the top of the order. Jonathan Walsh goes to work for his 5th at-bat of the evening. Medford 4, Redmond 1. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Bullpen active right now for the Rogues. We might see the closure in the top half of inning number 9. But back to the matter at hand, here's Jonathan Walsh. First pitch swinging, hits that in the air. Right field going back is Keen, the right fielder. He makes the one-hand grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3 go the Rogues. Once again, we played 8 in the Rogue Valley. Last call for the Redmond Dudes when we come right back after this. Medford 4, Redmond 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. We're having a good time here on the Rogues Streaming Network. It's a 4-1 lead for the Medford Rogues, top half of inning number 9. And the Rogues called to the bullpen. A new arm on the hill. Caleb Randolph, the Central Point native, the recent graduate from Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, gets the nod to shut the door on the Redmond Dudes. He faces 3, 4, and 5 in the Dudes order. Coma leads off the inning, followed by Indy Anderson and Ethan Keene. And this pitching change brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And more importantly, this is a big inning right now for the Rogues to shut the door on the Dudes. And how about the Rogues so far through 7 innings? They had a big goose egg in that run column, but they gave up a run in the top half of inning number 8. But regardless, Medford right now trying to capitalize and send the Dudes back. But the more importantly, Caleb Randolph gets an opportunity to take on the Redmond Dudes. Caleb Randolph, one appearance so far in 2026. 1 2/3 innings on the hill, has 3 strikeouts to his credit. He gets ready to go to work now, faces the righty Lucas Coma, 0 for 3 so far this evening. First pitch home. First pitch fastball misses up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Coma tonight flew out a pair of times to left field back in the first and in the top half of inning number 6. Struck out in the 4th. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1. Caleb Randolph, returner to the Rogues, a staple in that bullpen. We've talked about Caleb before in the past. I know his girlfriend Bailey's in attendance tonight watching him pitch. Bailey, a firefighter in the summer. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. But there's so many words to describe Caleb Randolph as a person. He's a great guy. He's like that golden retriever. He's always happy. He's always happy to see people. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, slow roller towards short, picked up by Blake. He vacuums it up to throw to first base in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. 1 down, 2 to go in the top half of inning number 9. Here's the cleanup hitter, Indy Anderson. Medford 4, Redmond 1. Game 2 of this 3-game set from Harry and David Field. And Caleb Randolph, a guy that you can rely on to shut down teams. Actually, it is a new batter in for the Redmond Dudes. And it's Karsten Ingersoll.
We now have number 22, Karsten Ingersoll, pinch hitting for Redmond.
So Ingersoll takes over from Anderson. First offering from the tall righty, Caleb Randolph. Leans a bit, takes a deep breath, fires the first strike home. First pitch home, rather. First pitch misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Ingersoll at the dish. Out of Grays Harbor College, 5'11", 210. Head 1 ball and no strikes. Randolph again takes a deep breath. And the 1-0. Fastball misses downstairs and in. 2 balls, no strikes. 3 runs scored so far in this series for Redmond. 2 runs scored in the top half of inning number 1 yesterday. Scored a run in the 8th. Tonight, 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, high and tight, 3 balls, no strikes. Ethan Keene waits on deck for the Redmond Dudes, and the Redmond has not found a way of an answer to this pitching staff for the Rogues. How about Herman Luna keeping this Dude staff, keeping them 3 balls, no strikes, misses downstairs, takes first on ball 4. Ingersoll aboard with a 1-out walk, keeping them in check, I should say. So 1 on and 1 out in the top of 9. Here is the 5-hitter, Ethan Keene. 4-1 Medford on this beautiful Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Chilly evening. And I got the layers on, got the long sleeve t-shirt, got the sweatshirt, and got the red jacket. I don't know even how to describe this. Like a baseball short sleeve jacket. Keeps me warm. Stay tuned for the Rogues post-game show. Get a chance to go through the highlights. First pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. Pick our player of the game and get you ready for tomorrow series finale. Also, don't forget, Monday will be live from the Chadwick's Pub and Sports Bar, 4:30. We'll have a lot of fun. That's going to be a blast. We're going to have a lot of guests on. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, swing and a miss. Strike 1. We're going to get Caleb Randolph on for the show. Also, B.G. Gould and Greg Roberts, and we're going to hear from Jacob Seitz. It's going to be a very action-packed show. We're going to pick the other guest that's going to be with Caleb Randolph. It is a 21 and over event, so you can't bring the kiddos, but we'll be at a different place the next couple of weeks. You can bring the family out in the next couple of weeks. 1-1 pitch. Leans out of the way as Keene, 2 balls, 1 strike. Keene today has not reached on base yet. 0 for 3 so far. Grounded out to the shortstop, Bo Blake, in the 5th, and in the 7th inning, lined out to the second baseman, Daniel Behrmann, with a great lunging play back in the top of the 2nd. And 2 balls and a strike. Takes a deep breath is Caleb Randolph, fires a 2-1. Slider check swing, and he did go around on it, says Brandon Dollarhide, and the count goes square at 2. Think about where the Rogues have been at so far in this early part of 2026. Only giving up that opening night loss in Game 1 of the doubleheader against the Seattle Studs. 2-2 pitch, elevated, and the count fills. You can definitely feel a difference from last year's squad to this year's squad. You heard from Monty Spence talk about that in our one-on-one conversation, the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Counts full, runner at first base. Ingersoll, a medium-sized lead at first. 3-2. Fouls it off and hits the mask. Chris Ortiz will do it again. Busy week next week. Medford will see the CCL showcase for a 2-game set starting on Wednesday. Then there'll be a 3-game series against the Fresno A's. They'll be in the back end of a 5-game road trip. The A's will be taking on the Humboldt Crabs starting Tuesday night. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. 3-2 misses downstairs and in. Ball 4, Keene takes first. Puts runners at first and second. Rogues can still turn 2 to get out of the inning and also close the book on this game. So 2 on, 1 out. We are on the top of 9. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Eddie Kuntz settles in for his 4th trip of the evening. You definitely know the third base coach and also head coach Ben Rydell is definitely strategizing an opportunity to make this interesting. Tying run at the dish, and that ushers a conversation between Chris Ortiz and Caleb Randolph, battery mates that have a lot of respect for each other and a lot of experience working with each other. Returners from last year. Rogues definitely turn 2 to get out of this inning and also close the book on this game. Stay tuned for the Rogues post-game show. Highlights and pick our player of the game and get you ready to go. For tomorrow coming up in a bit, Caleb Randolph trying to shut the door on the Redmond Dudes. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. High fastball by Caleb. Caleb Randolph's always a fun conversation. When you talk with Caleb, you never know where the conversation's going to go. Caleb, a great guy, grew up in this area, Central Point. One thing that he will not talk to me about is the Eagle Point rivalry. Strike 1 pitch, misses down, actually finds the bottom third, strike 2. Maybe a makeup call right there by Brandon Dollarhide. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Coons. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Was tagged out at second base where he was caught stealing. Grounded out to the shortstop, Bo Blake in the 5th. Struck out in the 7th. Runners at first and second. Ingersoll at second base, Keene at first. No balls, 2 strikes. Randolph waits. And the 0-2. Fastball gets past Chris Ortiz. Runners on the move. And they put runners in scoring position at second and third. And now this at-bat makes it very interesting. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run at the dish. Go ahead run waits on deck if Coons makes this interesting. Probably the biggest pitch of this at bat about to come up. Caleb Randolph trying to shut the door on this Redmond Dudes squad. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Randy waits, and the 1-2 fired home. 1-2 misses upstairs of a breaking ball, and the count goes square. Coons has only reached on base once. That was in his first AB back in the second. He reached on a fielder's choice. Wind blowing strongly into left field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Randolph waits, and the 2-2 home. 2-2, breaking ball, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Filthiness from Caleb Randolph. His first strikeout in relief and a crucial second out recorded, and puts runners at second and third. 2 on, 2 outs in the top half of inning number 9. And the Redmond Dudes down to their final man. Austin Anderson settles in for his 4th trip of the evening. 2 for 3 so far, 4-1 Medford. And right now the Rogues trying to get a series victory, trying to get their 2nd series win of 2026. Caleb Randolph with the opportunity to shut the door on the Redmond Dudes. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. A little bit more giddy up on that fastball there for the Owl from Oregon Tech. And Caleb Randolph with another opportunity to go for it again. No balls, 1 strike. Randolph waits, and the 0-2, 0-1. Right down the boulevard, strike 2. And the Redmond Dudes are down to their final strike on this Saturday evening. Caleb Randolph has a flair for the dramatics. Runners at second and third. Ingersoll at third. Keene at second base. Wind blowing strongly into the ballpark. Outfield and infield playing deep. No balls, 2 strikes. Randolph waits. Sets the belt and the 0-2. Outside with fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caleb Randolph hit 1 ball and 2 strikes. Randolph delivers. 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3 of a high fastball. Back-to-back Ks, and Medford takes the series 4-1 against Redmond. Medford wins on 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Redmond on 4 runs, 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 errors. Rogues improve to 5-1 in this 2026 campaign, and the Redmond Dudes drop to 1-3. Hope you can stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. It's coming up right after the break. Rogues pick up their 2nd series win of 2026, 4-1 the final against the Redmond Dudes. More after this on the Rogues Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Rogren CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogren CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogren CN Medford Airport at rogrencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It's a happy Saturday evening in the Rogue Valley. Medford gets their second series win of 2026, a 4-1 win against the Redmond Dudes. Hi, everybody. My name is Bryan. Welcome to the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Rogues postgame show. Very fun evening at the ballpark for First Responders Night. Special thanks to the fire chief of Medford, the city of Medford, Eric Thompson, and also the top cop of Jackson County, Nate Sickler, joining us as well. Special thanks to those gentlemen for joining us tonight on the Rogue Streaming Network. Take a look at the highlights. Final line score for Redmond and Medford. First for the Rogues, 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Redmond, 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 errors. In the top half, inning number 1, Herman Luna sent the Redmond Dudes in order 1, 2, 3, got a strikeout as well. In the home half, inning number 1, Jonathan Walsh grounded out for the first out of the inning. Larsen Koester got aboard with a walk. Anthony Thomas Jr. struck out. Chris Ortiz got aboard with a walk. Evan Saito got aboard with a walk as well. And Daniel Behrmann knew what to do, especially with this pitch. 1-2 off the end of the bat, trying to track that one down. Espindola going to bobble it, going to try to make the play. Underhand throw, and the play is not in time. The first baseman Anderson stepped off the bag. It's an RBI single for Daniel Behrmann, and Medford strikes first. 1-0 Rogues. Rogues did plate 1 run in that inning. There was also an error with that RBI after with Daniel Behrmann, who reached on base. So after the first, it was a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. 1, 2, 3 went the Redmond Dudes in the top half of inning number 2. And how about this cherry on top? If you've been a big Chris Ortiz fan as of late from last year and this year, there's no surprise what happens with this play from Chris Ortiz. But runner goes, 1-0 pitch, misses downstairs, a throw to second base, and the tag is in time. Chris Ortiz guns down Eddie Coons, and the side is retired. No. How about Chris Ortiz finding a big way to get the base runner, catch the base runner stealing over at second base of Eddie Coons in the bottom half of inning number 2. Rogues had a base runner on with Jonathan Walsh. He was left on at second base. Top half of inning number 3. Nolan Malloy reached on an air, got all the way to third base, but was left stranded. Good job by Herman Luna facing the adversity. In the home half of inning number 3, Anthony Thomas Jr. grounded out 2-3 on the ground out. It was a controversial play. It was grounded off his foot, but it was another ruling. It was on the ruling from the home plate umpire, Brandon Dollarhide, to make it the first out of the inning. But Chris Ortiz again making a big statement of 1 out in the inning.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2, hits it in the air, right field, drifting back as a right fielder Keen, trying to make that play, and that ball is going to go into the corner. Rounding first, digging for 2 is Chris Ortiz, hits on the gas to go to third base, and he coasts into the third base station. It's a 1-out stand-up triple for Chris Ortiz.
And 2 batters later, Daniel Behrmann drove him in on the sac fly, and it was a 2-0 lead for the Rogues. In the top half inning number 4, Herman Luna sent the Dudes in order 1-2-3. Home half inning number 4, a couple of base runners on. Anthony Thomas Jr. was left on at first base. In the top half inning number 5, it was base runners on at first and second, and Herman Luna found a way to shut the door on the Redmond Dudes. Home half of inning number 5, it was 2 runs came across, and Diego Grabiel knew what to do, especially with this pitch.
Strike 1 pitch from Wilson. Hits that in the air, line drive over the head of the second baseman, Espindola, rounding third, racing towards home is Bo Blake, and the relay throw is late. It's an RBI single off the bat of Diego Grabiel, makes it a 2-spot in the inning, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Rogues.
Rogues put 2 runs across in the home half of inning number 5, and the Rogues pitching staff kept the Redmond Dudes in check. In the top half of inning number 6, Herman Luna sent the Dudes in order 1-2-3, 6 innings on the hill, a very identical performance that he had from last week. 6 innings last week against Seattle, 6 innings on the hill this week against the Redmond Dudes. In the bottom half of inning number 6, the Rogues went in order 1-2-3. In the top half of inning number 7, Caleb Malloy got his first relief appearance 2026, had 1 strikeout and 1 inning on the hill. In the home half of the 7th, the Rogues went in order 1-2-3. In the top half of inning number 8, run came across the plate for the Redmond Dudes, an RBI double off the bat of Julian Vinay, his first time reaching on base in this game. And in the home half of inning number 8, the Rogues went in order 1-2-3, a pair of strikeouts from A.J. Knorr. A.J. Knorr, the starter from last night, in relief for the Redmond Dudes. In the top half of inning number 9, Caleb Randolph, the closer for the Rogues, the young man from Central Point, Oregon, facing some adversity. Runners at second and third, issuing walks to Ingersoll and Keene. But, hey, Caleb Randolph has a flair for the dramatics. The young man gets out of the jam, and he gets a couple of strikeouts, 2 strikeouts under his belt in 2026. And Medford gets their second series win of 2026, a 4-1 victory against the Redmond Dudes. Rogues improved to 5-1 overall in this 2026 campaign. Redmond falls to 1-3. Series finale tomorrow afternoon, 1:05 first pitch. We'll get going with the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show at 12:40 p.m. It's going to be a very fun one. And it's going to be 72 degrees, so it might be a little bit chilly at first pitch, but it's just going to be a perfect afternoon for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Pick our player of the game before we go on the Rogue Streaming Network, and a lot of candidates. Herman Luna's a candidate, 6 innings on the hill, 2 strikeouts, but drew weak contact and led his teammates behind him do the rest of the work. A great team win defensively. Chris Ortiz, a couple of singles, had a big triple and a walk. He reached on base twice, 1 for 3 off a walk. And Bo Blake, his mom and dad, I know his dad's listening right now. Great. He was texting in between the commercial breaks. Bo Blake, our part of the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show as our Rogues player spotlight. Diego Grabiel for an RBI single, but the thing for me, pitching defense wins championships. And Herman Luna looked pretty good out there tonight on the hill. 6 innings on the hill with the start, 2 strikeouts. I know his family back in the San Joaquin Valley of California were tuned in for this one on the Rogue Streaming Network. So our player of the game is Herman Luna. Series finale tomorrow afternoon, a 1:05 first pitch. We'll get going at 12:40 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Special thanks to Eric Thompson and Nate Sickler for joining us tonight for First Responders Night here at the ballpark. Just a perfect way to honor our first responders here in Jackson and Josephine County. And a lot of fun tonight at the ballpark. We'll speak to you tomorrow at 12:40 p.m. for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. But for everyone that has put this broadcast together, Bryan Wout saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Actually, before we go, let's take a look at the Awesome Pool Guy take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. A lot of games might have gone final already so far. Take a look at that before we go. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Solano wins 18-7 against the Stockton Pearls. Healdsburg dominates 17-1 against the Bay Area Marauders. They're 2-0 already in this 2026 campaign. Humboldt Crabs have no issue and no trouble against the South Bay Storm. A 15-3 win against South Bay Storm at the Arcata Ballpark. Currently, the only game going on right now in the Pacific Empire League is in Lincoln at McBean Park. It's a 7-2 lead for the Lincoln Potters against the AE Express. Final game of a 3-game set tomorrow afternoon, 1:05 first pitch. Get going to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show at 12:40. That'll be the next time I will speak with you on the Rogues streaming network. But a big victory for the Rogues on First Responders Night at the ballpark. For everyone that has put this broadcast together, Bryan Wout saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Beating the final score from Harry and David Field, Medford gets their second series victory of 2026. 4-1 the final against the Redmond Dudes. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. So long from the Rogue Valley.